Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Generations of the Game podcast. I'm your host, JP, and my co-host alongside me. Well,
oh, my bad. That was an alley-oop and I missed it. I didn't realize. What's good, world? Back again with my brother. And as you can see, the stage is way more loaded than usual. JJ, welcome back, brother.
Hey, thanks for having me back.
JJ's like the Jerobi of Generations of the Game podcast. That's what he is, like Jerobi from Tribe Called Quest. That's what Jay is with us, man.
Bro, always welcome at home.
Yeah, definitely. You always welcome here, brother. Definitely. But tonight, y'all, we got a special show for y'all tonight. As a matter of fact, we're going to let JJ take over from here and do the introductions tonight. Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is personal tonight. Introduce. We go back to March 1988. He's like a father figure. Myself, LaMont. He was, one of our high school coaches. He's a Hall of Fame coach in New Jersey. A lot of history with him, and he's pretty much family. Like he's a father figure. Hall of Fame coach from Willingboro High School and Lenape High School. I'd like to introduce Coach Fred Rucker.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the stage, Coach.
Welcome. All right. Thank you. It's a pleasure and an honor to be on the show with all the esteemed hosts and guests. And I'm looking forward to this evening's show. And the nice thing is all of us have a connection, because of the sport. And Kevin, I think I met you somewhere along the line, but who knows? But I've been around this sport for over 45 years. So we may have crossed paths somewhere along the lines. But it's my pleasure to be here with you, gentlemen.
Coach Ruck, I have that story, Coach Ruck.
Pardon?
I have that story. I could connect it.
Okay.
It was July 1989.
Okay.
You called 32 Pembroke Lane. You called 877-7730.
All right.
How you doing? He's like, are you doing anything tonight? I said, nah. He's like, you got your spikes? I was like, what's up? He's like, call about the track club. They're doing a charity track meet. Santa Monica's there.
Man.
I said, yeah. So Tyshawn picked me up. Then he picked up Matt Cooney. We got to the track. Except for Steve Lewis, they were all there. All of them.
Okay, I remember that evening.
So that's the first time I met Kevin Young. That's the first time I met him.
Mm-hmm.
Then years later, Texas Relays, that's a whole nother story. Which was a fun day at the beer tent. But Coach Ruck, that's where we first met Kev Young at the charity track meet.
Very nice.
Beer tent. I know nothing of what you speak of, Jonathan.
Because the merger didn't happen yet. My best friend, the merger didn't happen yet.
I said beer tent. Beer tent. I know nothing of what you speak about, sir.
Okay, you complete the fifth. I had good times there, so you complete the fifth, sir.
Oh man.
All right, next introduction. I'm going with my best friend. This man down there. Willingboro High School, 1991. He was state and media champs winner a few times. National Junior College champ. Olympic Gold Medalist, 1996, first leg of that 4x4. Now he's the CEO of 4430 Track Club down in Dallas, Texas. So I'd like to introduce Mr. LaMont Smith.
All right, congratulations,
good brother.
Hey, so for me, it's different stages to unpack.
In 89,
being on the show with my high school coach, Coach Ruck, is definitely a pleasure. Because truth be told, if he doesn't make me run the 400, then I'm probably not sitting here talking to you as an Olympic champion.
Was Jack Pierce
then to have Coach
with us
Tate
somewhere along the way?
Then to have Coach Tate on here too, who's near and dear to my heart, who took me under his wing as another coach when I got on the circuit and showed me the ropes and made sure I was all right. Having that New Jersey connection, and then of course, last but not least, having the big bro Kev Young on here, who's definitely a big brother and somebody who I respect in the sport tremendously. You see people that break the world record, but when you actually have a friendship and a relationship with them, and you're able to pick their brains, especially running the 400, and me watching him run that collegiate 259 and anchoring that is something, you know. So it's definitely a pleasure to be here with everybody, man, and be amongst legends. I'm extremely glad to be here today.
Yes. Next introduction, we got 1968 Olympian triple jump. Also, here's Jack Pierce's coach.
Feedback, I think.
Huh?
It sounds like somebody watching NASCAR in the background.
Yeah, somebody has feedback.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Sound like the droid from Star Wars. Yeah. Next introduction, we got 1968 Olympian in triple jump. Also through the years, Coach Jack Pierce. Jack Pierce ended up winning the bronze medal in 1992 Olympics and also ran 1294 and 1996 trials. Now he's currently assistant coach at Rowan University. And you know, through my travels, I went to school with Patrick at Seton Hall. I went to school 1 year with Patrick at Seton Hall, and Patrick took care of me, you know, big time. So, you know, shout out to Patrick McGlashan. But we have Coach Norman Tate right here.
Yes, sir.
Glad to be here, fellas.
Yes, sir.
I've been having a lot of fun with this show, man. This is great.
Hey, Coach, we're going to have to put you on the staff permanently, man, at this rate.
The phone and the computer this
And the last introduction, right below me, we got the Watch superhero. We got the first 4 men in college who went sub-3 in the 4x4 in 1988. Two-time Olympian. 1992 Olympics, he was the first man to go under 47 seconds in the intermediate hurdles. So the 46.78, that was the world record for 29 years. It was the American record for 29 years. Always a pleasure being around him. The 2 times around him, right below us, we got Kevin Young.
Yes, sir. Another legend. Thank you for joining us again, Kev.
I think Kev's deal is debatable.
Yeah, Kev, that might be your audio, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, we having trouble hearing Kev.
He's throwing that reverb on us. He's throwing that LA reverb out on us.
LA reverb.
In fact, you know what? I got Kev's number. I'm gonna call him and tell him. You know, I can't. I'm on my phone though. Shit.
Here, I'll text him.
Yeah.
What's happening, everybody? I'm having a little bit of distortion somewhere.
Oh, okay.
We can hear you clearly just now.
We can hear you now. Yeah, I guess he's freezing.
Ooh,
Now we
Coach Rutledge.
Yeah.
He was on his phone. Somebody might have called him.
Yeah, I can't see any movement.
Yeah, Kev is frozen down there. Up, he just gave a thumbs up.
Yep, all good.
Okay.
You good?
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Now we lost Kev too. So
Yeah.
Man, it might be the platform tonight, man. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Whole lot of fire and smoke in this platform. Sheesh.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened to Ruck?
It looked like he just dropped out.
I'm sure Marquita gonna get him back up and running here in a second, though.
Yeah, being that he's on his phone, like if somebody calls you, it might have taken him out. He back though. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm back in.
Okay.
Yes.
You give Kev a second. JP, it's up to y'all, man. If y'all want to, start rolling, and I'll just pull Kev back up as soon as I can.
JP, he can roll this out.
Okay.
All right. So I guess we're gonna start with the events. What event y'all
Yeah.
want to start at? What event y'all want to start at?
Hey, start with the 100 and go up the ladder. Cause I'm ready. Start with the 100 and go up the ladder.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop at the 400 hurdles.
Wow.
Somebody's
That
phone is
Cam?
doing something.
Yes, that
I don't
must be
know.
doing something.
Yeah, somebody's phone doing something. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Yeah.
Am I still on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
JP, you on mute, bro.
Oh man.
What event did everybody want to start on?
100. Let's just
Start with
work
the
our way
100 and
up.
All right,
go up.
let's go over.
I think I figured out the issue, fellas. I think we good now. Like with the
Okay.
sound.
Okay. All right. Let's start with, well, we always go ladies first. Let's start with the women's
Yeah.
100 meters and what we saw. So
Okay.
whoever wants to start, just go ahead. I'm just going to be quiet. Just listen to this. Listen to y'all.
I'll start this one because when we brought up the 100 before the meet, I said Melissa.
Yes,
Hey,
you did.
it looked like she was running, and Michael Johnson was at the finish line with that $300,000 check he owed her. She blasted that 1061, man. I said, yeah, she saw Mike standing at the finish line with that check that he owed her and stuff. But
Wow.
seriously, I think we all picked her to win. And
Yeah.
and I would like to say I also mentioned that night that I didn't think Sha'Carri was gonna make the podium.
It might have been my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't, yeah.
I tend to agree with you on that, but I was hoping she was gonna make the podium.
She was hoping too,
I knew
LaMont.
she had an uphill battle, but I was hoping. Coach, I can't lie, I was hoping. I was hoping Sha'Carri.
Hey, she was hoping after that semi that she was gonna be in the final.
This is true. But I will tell you what bugs me though, right? I will tell you what bugs me, right? When someone runs, when a female runs 1060, like Sha'Carri did, like Melissa did, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone's just like, oh, she's gonna break the world record, and
yeah.
I mean, how come we just can't enjoy that 1061 and what we saw? And I just think that so many people just think it's just so easy to do, right? It's a reason why it's only been one female that's run 10 sub 10.6. And for her to just achieve that, let's just enjoy that.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we'll see what happens, because you just never know, right? You never know what the next year may bring or anything like that. But hey, she is definitely on another level. I truly enjoy watching her during the games. She's what the sports needs. I like her a lot, and I wish her much continued success. And I'm hoping that she can at some point break the world record. But I just think that we need to start living in the now.
Yeah.
And
well, you're speaking of Melissa, right?
Huh?
You're speaking about Jefferson?
Yeah. I'm talking about Melissa. Mm-hmm. Because it's hard to do what she did.
Right.
And going through rounds, sometimes when you run that fast in the semis, doesn't mean you're going to duplicate that in the finals.
That's right. Yeah. But I mentioned before, man, when she runs, man, her leg speed is awesome, man. She her legs look like pistons running. Yeah, she can motor.
But I will tell you, I was more impressed with her 200 than I was the 100.
Oh yeah.
But we'll dive into that. But
I saw her at Coastal Carolina. We went down there to run one of their meets. in Myrtle Beach, and I saw her then, and I could see, her being a good one. She just wasn't as strong then, but she was fast. She was fast in college.
Yep.
She's strong now.
It's not by accident.
No, good coach. The only thing I worry about, I think about, with Dennis's group is that going forward, how is, so I've been around Sha'Carri. She was on the junior team I had in Peru, and she has that kind of attitude that she's got to be number one. I'm just wondering how that relationship is going to, going forward is going to be in that camp now that Melissa has stepped up there to where she is. It's going, it just makes you wonder if there's going to be any dissension. On the surface, they all seem to get along, but that's got to be tough. I mean, TT's good. The other girl is good, but they're not in that category of Melissa and Sha'Carri. But Sha'Carri now is going back to that camp as not being the top dog. I'm just wondering. Sometimes relationships go sour, man. Depending on people's egos, and just something to look at in the future.
Now what I will tell you, knowing Sha'Carri for a long time, I've been knowing her, since she was a little girl, watching her run in summer track and stuff like that, and actually being a pretty good friend of my son. She's not gonna go away quietly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if nothing.
Oh yeah, she's a fighter.
What I've learned about her is she's not gonna go away quietly, and she's gonna have that little fire to come back, because like you said, she likes being the top dog.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see how the camp goes, and
that's the only thing I was thinking about. The future is.
But knowing her the way, she's not gonna go away quietly, and I honestly can see her I can see her bouncing back. I can see her bouncing back.
Oh yeah,
but it's gonna be a tough feat, because like I said, Melissa's very, very good, and if they're both at the top of their game, it's great for the sport,
it's great for the sport,
and I would love to see it.
In comparing the two, looking at them run, it looks like this year that Sha'Carri was struggling to run fast. It looked like I watched on the head-on shots in the game. If you looked at it, it looked like she was really trying to power through the race, where Melissa was like silk,
Yeah.
She was just smooth as silk.
Definitely ran relaxed.
And it just looked like she was just trying to look like Sha'Carri was trying too hard. I know she was coming off that injury, but it's just going to be interesting, going forward, how that's going to work out.
If I can butt in for a second, Norm, I agree with you that it's going to be an interesting dynamics. But I think as a coach, we've all been in those situations where you have one athlete start to overcome the star athlete. And then you got to try to work with both of them, and you treat them a little differently, each of them. And from a coaching standpoint, you're hoping for both of them to continue to do well and be number one. But it's a tough thing, and I'm sure with Dennis's experience, he'll find a way. Hopefully, he'll find a way to keep them both happy and keep pushing both of them so they can be the best that they both want to be. But it's tough from a coaching standpoint.
Well, he got Christian down there to help him out. I told you it's gonna be a good one tonight, boy.
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that.
I'm not either.
They seem to have made up based on the pictures they've been posting on things, until they get in another airport.
Well, I'm hoping Dennis can manage those personalities.
So do I. And Jonathan, let me ask you this, and this is the reason why I said it becomes difficult as a coach. How about Chris Donaldson, Malik Crawford? I don't know if you remember when Chris was pretty much the top guy, then Malik just kept getting better and better. And then I just try to treat both guys just a little differently. We were still training the same, but my talks, when I would talk to Malik, I would tell him one thing and Chris the other thing. And when we went to the county meets and state meets, I was pushing for the best. I didn't have a favorite, so that's where the coaching comes in. Yeah. You got to make, both athletes or all your athletes feel special.
Yeah, that's an important thing there.
Yeah, you have to make them all feel special, whether it's your number one guy or your number 3 or 4 guy. Because in order to win as a team, you have to do that, and I think that remains to be seen.
But
I was 9th grade. I remember all that.
But going back to the 100, the surprise in that 100 was the Clayton girl.
Oh, she gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
she gonna be a problem.
The twins, really baby, the twins. Yes.
Yeah, she's she was tough. She was tough.
I'm on that.
Yeah, because I had thought, I didn't even have her in the picture when we was making the predictions. She surprised everybody.
Yeah. What is she, like 20, right? 20 years old or something like that?
Yeah, her and her sister, And her sister's tough too. Her sister was coming back from off an injury, but she ran good on that relay.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Yeah, so they're gonna be tough.
Yo, Kevin, we were discussing the women's 100. You were there, so give us your take on the women's 100-meter race.
Yeah. Sorry for the technical difficulties. But the women's race, Melissa did her thing. She was just extremely consistent, obviously, throughout the season. And I heard you guys mention earlier.
Hey, Kev, real quick, before you get too far into it, we could barely hear you.
Hear you, yeah. Volume is down.
Is this better?
Way better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's moving time, baby.
Yeah, Melissa was just as smooth and collected through the earlier rounds, and not only that, she was consistent all season, dropping 10-7, 10-6s when she needed to, and most importantly, she didn't get phased by none of the ladies throughout the season. Once she put about 2-3 meters on the field, she held it all the way through. It was over. So I think we saw she did extremely well in the conditions, and I'm proud of her, especially this long season, which I guess all the athletes had. It was an extremely long season, and then you got to imagine being in Japan. It was times it was 6 o'clock in the evening. It was 31 degrees out.
Ooh.
It was hot. And then you had days when the rain came, temperature dropped about 10 degrees. And then it got breezy and windy, and then of course the conditions on the track were really nasty. So, but overall, our sprinters, they did exceptionally well. I did think Sha'Carri was gonna perform a bit better, but she did her thing in the relay, which was cool. I kind of like the fact that she kind of took the back seat and did her thing, and kept it smooth. She wasn't an obstacle press wise or even probably herself. Like, she was very calm and collected. So this is a very maturing year for Sha'Carri.
Hey, Kev, this coach, you made one statement there that about she did well in the relay. I don't know about anybody else that was watching.
She was getting collapsed on at the end. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yes.
not gonna.
By that unknown Jamaican girl.
By that unknown.
Hey, in fact, I was reading something about her. She's a protege of Shelly Ann's, man. Shelly Ann has put the word out that she's gonna be something to deal with going forward.
Yeah, she was collapsing on Sha'Carri, crazy. I was like, had this been a little bit longer race, USA would have got that silver.
Let's be honest now. Let's be up front. We're gonna be honest tonight. Yeah, she ran the relay. How
Yeah,
well she did.
yeah. She ran the relay. She ran the
Yeah,
relay enough to
yeah,
win it from Team
we
USA.
got the win, which I was glad, man, because I was that last 20, man. I started, bobbing and weaving in my seat.
Right. You
Yeah,
know, I was
okay,
glad for that race to be over too.
yeah.
I was glad.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
What now? We're going to move over to the men's 100 meters,
Mm.
where we saw Oblique Seville put it all together. Won the 100
Hey,
meters.
hey,
What's
who
your
did I pick? Who did I pick?
You did pick Oblique Seville. You did
It's right.
pick him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said he done beat Noah twice this year, and Noah's my boy. He need to keep his mouth shut a little bit sometimes, but he's my boy. I've been knowing Noah since he was a kid, and that kid had his number.
Mhm.
Yeah. He
I
ran a hell
saw.
of.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
go ahead. No. Go ahead, Kev. Go ahead.
I was in Lausanne right this year, and a few weeks prior to this World Championships, and it was a downpour. And if you go back and
Mm-hmm.
look at the videotape, it was pouring rain.
Pouring.
I mean, it had to be like fourth inch of rain on the track, and the kid ran 9.8. I think he made like 9.83.
Who, Seville? Yeah.
And when he ran 9.83 in the pouring rain,
Right.
I said it's a
Yeah.
wrap. He just got to get through the rounds.
Keep,
Because
keep,
I was wondering,
yeah, keep his head
That's
on
what
straight.
worried
Yeah.
me.
can he
That's
get
what
through the
worried me.
rounds?
That's what worried me. Because when he goes to Lausanne, the other meets, it's just a one-hitter quitter. He does very well.
Yeah.
What worried me was if he could get through the rounds and perform that way in the final. That was the one thing. That was the only thing that worried me.
Yeah.
And he
I
performed.
think if you remember the Heats, he was a little shook up the first round. Remember?
Yeah.
That slow ass
And
start.
but after he got through the first round, I think he got his head back on right because he was shaky in the first round.
I'm sure the
And
comment didn't help either.
Yeah, that's been his his MO in the past is that he'd run a good one and then you didn't know what was going to happen in the big one and stuff. But I think winning that is going to do a lot for him.
Yeah, it is.
Winning that race is going to do a lot for him, mentally.
Which can be a scary thing.
Yeah.
It could be.
Which
he's
can be a
explosive.
very scary thing.
And if you look at that race, he didn't get the start that he usually gets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he came from behind on them.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, because when Thompson got out in front, I thought he was going to win it, but all of a sudden Seville just he hit a blast there right about 50 meters, man. I'm like, whoa, but he's going to be a tough
obviously
kid.
he's not a big guy either. He's
little. He looks
he's
little.
compact.
Yeah.
He has no size on him. He's not lean or broad or heavy.
Yeah.
But we'll see to be that size and him to run that fast. But when he ran that 9.83 in the pouring rain,
Yeah.
I just stopped. But I was done and said, "Ooh, he's gonna be a problem."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we all knew he was
a
a problem, but he was gonna be. I'm looking at the record. I'm thinking that this kid can go, 9.71, 9.72.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine running 9.83 in the pouring rain? I mean, from start to finish, and I was like, what is going on here? But it's great because we could definitely keep that USA Jamaican rivalry going
Oh
strong.
yeah.
It's gonna be there for a minute. It's gonna be there for a minute.
Oh yeah, definitely. What did y'all think about we'll put them both together, Kashane Thompson and Noah's performance in the 100 meters.
I was happy for Kashane. Definitely happy for him.
Yeah. Noah runs a good 100, but Noah to me should have been a 2.4 guy. In reality, Noah is not a pure sprinter, and he has his top end speed is probably the best you've seen in a while. But for whatever reasons, he's not consistent out of the blocks. And it's funny. You think about Carl. Carl wasn't great out of the blocks, but he was just that much better than everybody. With his top end speed. And Noah's a lot like that. So I don't think he'll ever be. In his mind, he thinks he can be the top dog in both. I don't think so, because these guys, these young guys are getting better and better, and they just have more. They're more built for the 100 than Noah is. He just can't get rolling in the 100 until the last 50. And if you're in the race, like in the case with Thompson and Seville, he couldn't run him down.
And I think too, him kind of starting late too this year, him not being healthy all the way kind of helped too. As far as his start, I understand it better now. Going back to Carl and his start, working under Coach Les and stuff. And I just go back to 91 when I watched him. And understanding how I understand the start now with Coach Les. If you look at it, the naked eye says that like Carl was just out of the race as soon as the gun went off, right? But now knowing what I know, I could see from the first 5 to 7 meters that he was going to win that race. It's crazy. Well, look at it just like with how they accelerate and stuff like that. And Norman kind of reminds, like you said, to your point, a lot of cars as far as that goes. I think he would have had a little bit. I agree with you. I think he's probably would have been better 2.4 if he would have concentrated on the 4.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with that is that most sprinters can run the 4, but they don't have the patience to run the 4.
Patience, yeah.
They don't have that. And Kev, you can attest to that.
And when you think about it, Lamont, Bolt was the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bolt was the same way. But he just had that. He had that length. Number one, and of course, as bad as Bolt's start was at 30, 40 meters, he was in front, and then with his length, there was just no stopping him. But you don't have to be the first one out the block. But but with these young guys, I think Noah, he's gonna win his share of hundreds, but I don't think he's going to be. I think Seville and even Thompson got a little more upside, and I think Thompson needs to run some 200s. I think just to get a little bit. He's strong as a bull, but he just needs that endurance, speed endurance. He tends to start. He's a power runner, and he's fast, but he's locking up a lot, near the end. His last 20 and stuff. He's fighting it. And,
he's fighting it. He's fighting it.
Yeah, I just think he needs to run a 200 occasionally and stuff just to be relaxed at that point in the race. Yeah, he's not relaxed at all at the end of his races. He's trying to power through all the way and stuff,
Hey, Kev, you and I don't have to worry about the start. We don't have to worry about the start.
Not at all.
And you can see the strength difference because he looks like he's just decelerating faster than any of those guys the last 20 and stuff. He gets out there. He was out there. He was gone. I really thought he was gonna win it. And then about 70, 80, man, you can see them guys coming. Even Noah, almost got him. But speed endurance wise, he doesn't have the same that those other guys got, man. They can carry their acceleration longer. He starts to decelerate and he starts trying to power through to the finish, and that's not going to get it.
Definitely. Coach Rucker and JJ, what are your thoughts on the 100, 200? I meant 100, 200, 100 meter race, Noah and Kashane?
For me, I didn't get a chance to see it really, because I was on kind of my 50th anniversary vacation. So I missed some of the races. So I couldn't see a lot of them. And I record. Pardon?
Happy anniversary.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen the. I recorded them. I haven't seen the replays, but the little bit that I did see, to me, anybody gets to the World Championship, in the Olympics as well, top 8, you're good in my book, because you're talking fractions of a second, a bad start, something in the middle of your race. It's close. You run that race 10 times, you might get 7 or 8 different winners. So I respect everybody in the race.
To Tobago,
Right.
Yeah.
It's that's a tough one, man. We all know a little glitch, a little slow reaction, boom. The favorite is no longer the favorite.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's 100 meters is something else. Like you said, it's man, that race is crazy.
They can have it.
Hey, Mott, look, man, you were a great 100-meter runner too. You could run the 1, 2, and the 4, brother.
In high school.
He could.
In high school. I used to hate when I had to
high school.
One with Carl and them, and when Leroy went down and I had to run the 4x1 with Santa Monica, and you know how it goes. Like they're like just sitting there at their marks, yelling and screaming and all this stuff. These runners are crazy. Like I'm used to the bus ride being quiet, quarter mile is just not saying much, conserving the energy. I ran those relays and I said, man, Leroy, hurry up and get back, because I don't want to deal with this. Get back to the 400 and the 200. Sprinters are crazy. They're crazy.
You can go down the list. You get a list up.
Yeah,
he mentions one.
I'm not doing that.
All right, let's move on to the women's 200 meters. As once again, we talked about it in 100 meters. Here we go, Melissa Jefferson Williams.
Melissa.
You can say Melissa 3 times.
That's right. That's what I said. Melissa, man.
Yeah, you can say Melissa 3 times.
I think the track guys got Gabby though, because I remember Gabby got to make them. Well, it's a big round circle. The fact that Melissa's coached by Dennis, am I right? D. Mitchell?
Yeah.
All right, and she mentioned a little. Gabby had a little few words about that.
Oh yeah.
And when we all know, I'm looking at Melissa's camp and how she got there, and now she's she's training with the other young ladies and doing her thing. But I remember when Gabby made that statement about coaches who got kid up with this or that, the athletes should be banned. And when that statement was made, I started thinking about Melissa, and I said the track guys. So I don't think the track guys gonna like that statement, based upon Melissa's character. And then consequently, Gabby gets hurt, gets injured, doesn't have a season, even to go to the trials and do her thing. So I was like, and I remember when that statement was made, I was like, ooh, she should have said that. She should have kept her mouth shut, especially World Championship year. You never know what's going to happen in our sport. And I just assumed okay, it's Melissa's time. Because once Gabby got out the way, Melissa didn't have no type of competition, to be honest with you.
But Kev, so let me ask you.
Hey, she didn't have any competition before Gabby got out the way.
I don't think. I think Melissa just had one of those seasons where Melissa was just head and shoulders better than everyone else.
Better than everybody,
right?
Composed, totally composed.
And Kev, you just know that sometimes you're just in that zone of where you're just better than everybody else, right?
Yeah.
But let me say this, right? And this is for Kev and for Coach Tate. I think Gabby said what everybody else is thinking. She just wasn't afraid to say it.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
If I'm being honest
about the competition.
Yeah, if
I
I'm
like the rivalry. I like the beefs.
I think Gabby, I think now to your point, maybe she shouldn't have said it, right? But I think that she said everything. I think she said what everybody else wanted to say.
Else is thinking. Yeah. And
I agree. I agree.
hey, you remember there was a time when any of the male sprinters ran faster than 9.8.
Yeah.
It was under the scope.
All suspect. Yeah.
All suspect.
And again, I'm thinking about the sport, right? So they're they're pushing Gabby, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they pushed Allison, right?
Yeah.
Kind of in that rim, and now Melissa's the same way. She's quiet. She goes about her business. She does everything. So you don't think track is going to push that rivalry?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
How you said it, because they're both
That's the core of running.
and so again, when you're looking at the sport, I think that's going to be great for the sport. You know what I mean? But again, like I said, if Melissa continues to run the way she's running, it's not going to be much of a competition. She's just better than anyone else.
Yeah,
she's just better.
She's fast.
Definitely.
But I think that's going to be good for the sport, though.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
That rivalry's going to be good. Definitely going to be good for the sport, man. Her and Gabby and Julian Alford too. We can't forget about her neither.
Yeah, the sprints are hot.
They're hot.
The women's sprints are hot, man.
Yeah.
And I'm probably in the minority, but I think women's track and field right now is outdoing the men. If I'm being honest.
Yes.
You're not in the minority with me.
It's like college basketball, bro.
If I'm being honest, you know what I mean? Like just what they're doing. Just what they're doing is
at the top of their game.
Yeah.
Yeah. We hadn't even talked about the hurdles.
Definitely.
Hey man, look, women's sports period is there now. Whether you talk about basketball, track and field, it's there. It's there.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely there. Now let's move on over now to the men's 200 meters, as we saw Noah Lyles win his fourth straight world title in the 200 meters. What did y'all think? Because I've been telling you, man, Kung Fu Kenny pressed him.
I'm gonna tell you that was to me, that was one of the closest races that Lyles has run in 200.
Yep.
Yeah.
They are. And he's running fast.
Mm-hmm.
But the margin is getting smaller and smaller in his victories.
Yeah, Kenny was locked in, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Kenny was locked in. Kenny ran well, but I'll tell you this. Quote me. I don't think Kenny will ever beat Noah. I don't.
I think it's in his head.
Some people just have your number, and no matter what you do, you're just not going to beat that person.
Yeah.
And I don't think Kenny's going to beat Noah. Period. I don't.
In fact, it looks like in that race, it almost looked like when they came up the curve, like he was just waiting for Noah to run past him.
Yeah.
It just appeared that way. His looked like his tempo changed in the race, everything. It was like he was just waiting for Noah to run past him.
And I say that, and I know Jonathan, John, you looked at me like I was crazy, but I say that because when you're in a race and you're waiting to see what someone else is going to do,
you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
You're not doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you're not doing what you. That's right.
You're not doing what you're not handling your business the way you're supposed to handle your business.
In the trials, it was the same way. In the trials, it looked like he was sitting, waiting for Noah to run past him.
Yeah, and
that's mental. That's mental.
You guys can attest to it. And it's sometimes, and in Noah's mind, Noah's saying there's nothing that Kenny can do.
Nothing you can do, right? Yeah.
That I can't match and beat him. Nothing that he can do.
Yeah. I mean, you get and you can see the frustration. It's like now he's settling in his mind. He's settling for the second spot.
But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I feel the same way. I don't think Kenny will ever beat Noah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know if he'll ever beat him, but
well, I'll say
right
this:
now, Yeah,
He
right
won't
now
be-
it looks like he's settling for the second spot.
For correction, I'll say this: he won't ever beat him in a major championship.
Oh,
now,
in a major, okay.
You know, now,
Yeah.
you get a
he
meet where
may
it's
catch
just
him in one
21
of those.
times.
Yeah,
You know,
BS
anybody
meets,
can win,
but
but I don't think he'll ever
yeah.
beat him in the majors.
But let me throw this one out there, because I mean he always, I mean in his mind, I think he thinks he can. Do you think he's going to come close to Bolt's record?
No, I don't think
Yeah.
so.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
mine said
19-3.
no too.
Nah,
Wait,
nah.
and the difference is Bolt's just faster. You know what I'm saying? 1956, 19. What his PR is 1985.
Who?
Lot Noah in 1980.
1931.
No,
No. I'm saying
1931.
his 100 time is what 1980. I'm
978.
978.
Yeah.
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 956 and 978 that's you know what I'm saying. So I think that's the difference is that Bolt is just fast.
You look at Bolt. You look at Bolt when he ran the 1919. He went through the first 100 in 9.9.
Yeah.
He went through the first 100 around the curve in 9.9.
Yeah, so I don't think he does it because I don't think he will.
I don't think he will either.
I don't think he has both. I don't think he has Bolt's foot speed.
Yeah.
Kev, what do you think about it?
You guys are totally right. I don't think he has Bolt's foot speed at all. At all. You know, like the coach mentioned, the length that Bolt had and the frequency.
Yeah,
that
the
he had
length.
for a big man.
Yeah.
And the bounce.
Yeah. You know,
people don't realize he was bouncing. You know, looking left and right.
Right.
Because his strength from his waist down was just there, and his range with his knees, his range of motion.
Hey, Brooks Johnson. Some few years ago on one of those Packer calls, Brooks brought up the thing. He said, the person that takes the least number of steps in 100 gonna win. Bolt, when he ran that, you gotta remember Bolt when Bolt broke the record. Tyson Gay set the American record. 9.69 then, right? They counted the steps in the race. Bolt took 41 strides in that race. Tyson Gay took 46.
46. I remember that.
46 steps to run that 9.69. Bolt took 41 to run what he run? What's the record?
9.58.
9.58. He took 41 strides in that race, man. 41 steps.
Ridiculous.
And Brooks said, Brooks was, Brooks was super. Brooks even computed, he said even in distance races, he said the person that takes the least number of steps running that 1,500 is going to win the race. And I never forgot that. So think about that when these guys running the 100s and 200s and stuff, even the 400. They got to take the least number of steps in the race. That means he's covering more ground each stride.
So you're right.
Yeah.
Both
had the leg speed. Both had the leg speed and the length to do it.
Coach Ruck, your opinion on it?
I agree with the previous guy said. It's it's pure speed.
Pure speed.
Speed. That's what it is.
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna throw a name out there for you guys. Because I looked at him, he got bumped out in the semis, but he's young. I'm going to tell you, this kid runs just like Usain Bolt. The South African kid, Gout.
Oh, he's an Australian.
Look at him, Australian. Yeah.
Australian kid.
Look at him run. It's like looking at a little shorter version of Bolt.
That's true.
I've heard a lot about that kid. I've heard a lot about this kid.
He looks. Look at he got to the semis, and it's his first big international, thing. How old is he? 18?
17.
I've heard a lot about
17. He looked like he's a 50. But he looked like he's 50. But he's 17, 18. But the kid can run.
Hey,
He
coach,
ran
check the birth
20.3 in that heat against the big. But if you look at him run, he looks just like Bolt running. You know, he doesn't have that height, that Bolt
Yeah.
has. But
He don't have a mass either.
yeah, and stuff.
really
And he's
lean.
only gonna get bigger and stronger.
Oh, Will, you gonna say something?
Oh, I was telling Coach Tate to check the birth certificate.
Hey, that's that's your AAU basketball talking.
Yeah,
You know that's your AAU basketball talking.
He's not Australian. Where they say he's from originally? He came there.
He looked like
He was like one of them refugees or something.
Sudanese, maybe. Possibly.
Yeah,
He's
Sudan,
from Sudan. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
they not that pretty coming from Sudan,
But-
man.
But you know, JJ, me and JJ talked about Gout the other day. JJ, tell him what you said, what you told me the other day about him, about what do you think's going to happen?
Bro, the kids from Texas.
Yeah.
They focus on track and not football. I'd rather look at the kids from Texas and look at Gout.
What do you mean, running?
There's a whole lot of talent in Texas right now. There's a whole lot of talent down there.
Yeah, but the thing about it, you said the magic word. Is he going to stay with football?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, Tate Taylor's a track guy.
Yeah.
Tate Taylor don't play football. Is that who you were talking? That's who you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
you were talking about Tate Taylor.
That kid's gonna be
in
good.
Texas, they be balling, man. They looking for the NFL and stuff, man.
Yeah, Texas.
They can run. They got some good kids down there, but
Football
majority
is
of them, play football, man.
Football is king here. Football is king.
Yeah.
But
they got some talent.
I will tell you, I've gone to the state meet for some years now, right?
Mm-hmm.
That 6A 100 that I saw, I've never seen anything like that on a high school level.
What?
The 6A 100 meters, the kid ran. I've never in my life seen a high school kid run 100 meters like that. I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah, they built different in Texas, man.
This was one of the better state meets that I've seen in a long time.
LaMont, quick question. What does 6A mean? Big schools, small schools?
So like in New Jersey, we have group 1, 2, 3, and 4, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So in New Jersey, they have, in Texas, they have 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A.
Right.
6A is the largest.
6A is the largest.
Okay.
So 5A and 6A is the largest.
But
I'll tell you, you can just throw those, how in Jersey, right? Normally, it's usually 3 or 4 that's going to run fast.
Right.
In Texas, you don't know who's going to run fast because 2A may run.
Right.
2A may run 1A may run 46. So I give Shakari, she ran 4A. She was 4A.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She was 4A in high school.
Yeah.
This year, I think 5A had 6A didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So you just never know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, Ruck.
Yes.
I was when the show we did prior to the thing. I was telling LaMont about that. They had the Junior Olympics was in Texas. The AAU Junior Olympics. Check this. The 15-16 age group. LaMont, tell them what they ran. 39.
39. Yeah.
Hey, they ran 39.
But coach,
15-16 age group.
And the 4x1,
Kev. 4x1.
In the 4x1 they ran 39, and they wasn't the only team.
Hey, but coach, get this though, right? We should have never even seen that 39. Did you see the prelims when my man ran out the zone? I'm gonna tell you something.
They passed them through because they knew they was gonna see some lightning in the final. Yeah, they shouldn't have been in the final, but they ran 39 point, man.
Yeah, 15-16. 15, 16.
They
So I'm gonna tell you
ran
something.
faster than the 17, 18 group.
Yes, but get this.
Yeah.
Get this. We ran 3:12 in June, right?
Mhm.
Mm.
I thought we would probably run 3:10 or whatever, right?
Mm.
Mhm.
At JOs. It didn't work out that way. We ended up running 3:15. We didn't even sniffed the finals.
Right.
Mm.
3:12 was the cutoff, I think, or 3:11 was the cutoff.
Mhm.
Sheesh. For
Yeah.
17, 18.
Hey, I
That's
tell you, man,
crazy.
they built different in Texas, man.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
telling you. And most of those teams were Texas teams.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Hurlers too.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Hurlers
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
They came equipped.
Man, I think it was a kid from Texas that ran 50 point.
Mm.
That's crazy.
Kev,
50 point in the 400 hurdles. That's crazy.
Yeah. And actually, Kev, I'm gonna call you tomorrow and talk to you about that kid.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think another kid you got to look out for too is that kid from Jamaica. What's his name? Brian
Oh, Lavelle.
Lavelle.
Yeah, he's tough.
That boy, man.
I
He
didn't
was
know who he
moving.
was, man.
Didn't know who he was before this season.
No fooling.
Didn't know who he
He was tough.
was, but
Yeah,
we
he
know
was
now.
tough. They know now. Yeah, he was a tough kid.
Yeah, and he's young
Yeah.
too. I think was he like 20, 21 or something like that.
20. Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I was really surprised about Tobago though. I was really shocked he didn't get on the podium. Like, you know, I thought for sure.
Jay,
Hey, look here, man. Got to be at the top of your game at the right moment.
Yes. Oh, Mike, you froze, brother.
He made up for
I
it
need a
later on.
screenshot.
We'll talk. We definitely got to talk about that because he made up for it later on.
Yeah.
Boy, JJ is devious with them screenshots, boy.
Oh yeah.
Damn, man.
Man,
Hey, they caught him
JJ,
in the
man,
middle.
look.
Hey, look at the freeze on Lamont, man. He's back.
Mike, get your boy, man.
He already frozen again. That's crazy.
Yo, that me?
Kev Young, I
Yeah,
got you.
bro. Yeah.
I got him.
You keep freezing, Jay.
He looked like my man from The Wire saying "she."
Oh my God. He almost looked like in one of those. Remember the guy that played the pops in
Was that me?
You froze up, bro.
Oh, so y'all got a still shot of me.
Yeah.
JJ did.
Yeah,
You know Jay does.
You look like the guy that played the pops in the Urkel series.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
But no,
man.
so listen. So to my point, before I was rudely interrupted by the internet,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So JP, you were talking about Tobago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people always think that because you've had that great year, you're supposed to do it again, right? And yes, you're supposed to, right? But look at everything that he had to do after he won the Olympics, coming from Botswana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are things that people don't think
People
about.
don't see.
That
That's
things
right.
that come after the Olympic Games.
Mm-hmm.
That tears away from your training and you get ready for the next
Focus.
year.
Yeah.
Kev, your focus, right? Running 46.78, I can guarantee you had a lot that came your way after that, right?
I mean,
That
happened with Gabby.
Yes, exactly. And
Yeah,
I told
that
you
happened with Gabby.
And I told
After she came back, she was on the tour circuit, man.
Yeah, and I told someone that. So I think that sometimes the expectations of what the track fans. Oh,
damn! There you go. There you go, Pop again.
Y'all don't give me this. Y'all, so they can't, so the expectation here, y'all won't get me again on that. The expectation should be limited, right? I mean, because
that's right.
Because there's a lot that comes with it. There's a lot that comes with it. And we just automatically think that because Kev, I can guarantee you that they thought that the following year in 93 you were going to run 46:55.
Yeah, exactly.
Just throwing out a number, right? Because you did it the year prior, right?
I mean,
I guarantee you that they thought you would break the world record the next year.
Yeah, for what it's worth, that's what that happens in Chicago.
Yes, you know,
you was going to you was on the runway in New York, and I mean, it's like a lot.
There's a lot that comes with that, right?
It interrupts your training.
I got you.
Process. Yeah, there's a lot that takes place once you win them medals, man. Especially in the fashion like that. I mean, and that's something that Melissa is
there's
gonna
a
have
lot
to
that comes with
deal with. You know, I mean, she three goals, man. You know, hey, USATF and them, we're gonna be putting her up there on the, as one of the faces and stuff. And she got to think about next year.
I know. I see. I understand what you're saying. What you're saying basically is like everybody's going to come at you. Everybody's going to want stuff. Everybody's going to want you to do this, do that.
And
the thing about it,
importantly, it's hard to stay at that level.
Yeah.
Okay.
And LaMont, it's hard to say no because they making money.
Yes, they're getting paid.
They're making money from the appearances and stuff. That's money in their pocket. You know, so it's hard to say no, and so it's tough.
So for people to say that Tobago had a bad year, they're insane, and it's wrong.
Yeah, because he didn't really.
He didn't. He ran what?
They had a long year.
1907.
It's just long.
Yeah, he had a long year.
I mean, come on, man. Like, this dude is basically the king of his country.
His country, that's right.
That's very good points.
Yeah, he's good money, and they put him on.
Right. So he didn't have one year. That's just what happens, man. That's just what we do when we're in this game.
Yeah.
Definitely,
man. Definitely. I know what you're saying. Like you say, he's the king of his country. That's a lot of pressure to be carrying too.
Yeah. Well, he gonna have some help now because he knighted 3 other dudes.
Yeah, and I just come back and
he knighted 3 other dudes this last week.
You gonna take some of this weight off me.
Oh,
he's gonna have all the weight on his shoulders.
I can guarantee, and they probably thought you were going to do it again and again and again because that's the expectations.
But it's fun.
Definitely
not knowing that what he did was crazy and unheard of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like way before his time.
Because he was the first African, I think, to win 200 meters, right?
I'm talking, but in this instance, I'm talking about Kev.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Actually, if you look at it, he was the first African to win any sprint goal.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah, he didn't. Ain't no other African from the continent won a sprint goal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He was the first.
I think prior to him was
whatchamacall in who's the hurdler? The Cab 400 hurdler, Akabu.
John Akabu.
Yeah, he won gold in the 400 hurdles. But in the short sprint,
Tate.
Did he win? He win worlds?
Sam won in 91.
Okay.
Yeah. But
that's
you're talking sprints, man. I can't think of anybody. And the expectations will be the brothers from Nigeria, the ones we see always in sprints, in the Sierra Leone, that portion.
None of them won,
We was never counting young men coming out of Botswana, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Closest we had was Van Eekert in the and he was just a fast sprinter. He was never, like you mentioned, number one in
Frank Fredericks.
Frankie.
Frankie.
So he was good too. Yeah, Frankie Fredericks.
Yeah, Frankie, he didn't win gold though.
No.
He won gold at Worlds, but not in Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good. Speaking of
Frankie was Frankie was back there with Kev and Jack and stuff.
Yeah.
Man. Frankie was
Speaking of which, let's move on now to the 400 meters.
Hey,
And
listen.
we always start with the ladies first.
The
JJ,
first
get it out, JJ. Get it out.
Hey, JJ. Hey, JJ. Did I call it, JJ?
Yes, sir.
You and my called it, Coach Tate. You all the ones that said it.
Look, I'm gonna give you the 100 and 200, but I'm not giving you this 400 because we both called that.
You both called it. You both called it.
But you guys know,
Jay, I'll follow you, Jay.
We got shortchanged though in that 400 with the ladies because
It rained.
it was like a 35-minute.
Yeah.
It's a 35-minute drive from the practice track to the track.
What?
And mind you, there's a 35-minute, 25 to 35-minute call room check.
Call room wait. Yes, that's right.
So you got 2 waits. You got the call room wait, and you got the traffic from the practice track to the main stadium. So that's about an hour right there from the time you already finished your warm up.
Yeah.
Now, mind you saw the delay in with the rain and the scheduling of the meet. Sydney must have stood on that track for. You guys saw how long she stood on the track. She stood on the track for at least 10 minutes, if not longer. If not longer, in the rain.
Kev.
How does that?
A different kind of.
How would that affect your warm up? You think?
Yeah,
man, I would just give the crowd what they want. I mean, I'm just gonna finish the race. No effort. It's just been instinct and execution.
Yeah, she's a different kind of person, though, Kev. She's built like nobody else, man, that I've ever seen.
So
remember when we were doing the predictions, and I said that Sydney was gonna win it.
But what was our question, though, Coach Tate? What was our question?
The question was, and basically, I said back then, I said, Paulino she'll come from behind her. She don't go out the first 200, and NASA goes out fast. And I said, but if Sydney's in front at 300, it's her race.
But we also said, how would Sydney react if she wasn't that far out ahead? We also said that.
But we've never seen that.
Correct. So we've
never seen that.
So we said, how would she respond?
But LaMont, I don't know if we ever will.
But what I'm saying is,
Sydney, she's
at 300 meters, Sydney wasn't. Normally, Sydney's 10 meters ahead.
Yeah, but you know what the difference was? She took Dum Dum out of her race because
she did.
She made that stupid mistake in the semis and slowed down and ended up in lane 9. So Dum Dum, that's the fastest Paulino ever went out.
Okay.
Sydney went through the 200. Sydney went through the 200 in 22.9. Paulino was right behind the 23.0. That's a
0.1 or something like that. 23.01 or something.
The fastest Paulino ever went out.
But Paulino, you have to in lane 9. She had to in lane 9.
Huh?
True.
Yeah,
she had to in lane 9.
It took her out of her race pattern.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna give her a pass in lane 9. She had to do that.
I ain't giving her a pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her that. In lane 9, she had to do that, Coach.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but that was completely out of her race pattern. She never run like that.
Yeah.
Right. She usually
don't have
kicks.
none.
She usually comes home.
The closest one to Sydney's foot speed is NASA in a 200, and NASA didn't go out. NASA ran slower than Paulino did.
Sometimes the fun will take you out of your comfort.
She took both of them out of their comfort zones. Sydney got the foot speed to go 22.9. She was 35 and she was 35 at 35 point at the 300.
Yeah.
Paulino was 35 point and NASA, but they was out of their zone at that point.
Yeah. Well, listen.
In fact, when Paulino made her move, it looked like she was gonna close on Sydney. Sydney kept her form and opened the distance up.
People can say that she closed. If you know track and field and you know the 400 or whatever.
She might have
never
closed,
Sydney
but
just
she
kept her,
made
Sydney kept her full.
right
It wasn't
before
close.
about at the 30. She looked like she closed a couple of meters, and then Sydney opened it back up. You know, she took both of them out of their normal race pattern. NASA looked like she was scared.
Okay,
but
so check this out.
NASA, I thought NASA was going to be the one that was going to be in front at 300.
So this is now even what I want to address, because Sydney is Sydney. Sydney proved that she was Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
Sydney is going to be Sydney, and nobody's going to be in Sydney's class. So my question is, how do you guys think Paulina? What do y'all think about her comment she made after the 400? We don't even need to talk about the 400 because Sydney's just
talk about the comment.
So we need to talk about the comment. That's more of a topic than the actual race.
I thought she became a big ass crybaby. Okay, look here. She said Sydney didn't deserve to be number one because she didn't run enough races. My thing is, if you're the best and you get beat, then they're the best that day.
Yeah. I think that was the dumbest comment. I think that was the dumbest comment.
I do too. I thought she was a big ass crybaby, man. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. Go back one race down. Noah put it out there that he was sick. He had a cold. So if he had lost, he had already put his excuse out there. That's, go run your race, man, and keep your mouth closed.
But the thing is, the comment she made wasn't even warranted.
I know.
Because she went into 48 too. I mean,
Hey, you know what? I put a comment on the I Love Track and Field page behind that. I said you should have been happy that she pulled you to your personal best.
Correct.
Right.
Always.
She should have been happy because she's the fastest she ever ran.
Yeah.
And the outcome may have been a little different if she hadn't have been dumb in the semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
She put herself in lane 9.
She wasn't beating her though. I don't care what she did. She wasn't beating her.
I didn't think she was
beating Sydney. When we said the first time, I picked Sydney. Because I said the girl is in. She didn't even look up when they announced her name. She was standing there going side to side and talking to herself. I remember I told you, she talks to herself and she goes through a whole race plan right there at the start line. Mm-hmm. And you look at her, she went through her whole race plan while they was announcing her name and all her accolades. Everybody else, when they announced their name, they're going through their little gyrations and shit. Hey, she didn't even look up from the track when they announced her name. She knew what she had to do. She knew how she was going to do it. And then she went out there and did it. The girl, as I told you before, she's the most focused athlete I've seen.
You said that.
I said it last time.
Yeah.
You mind? Do you mind if I share with you? Remember what you told me? What you text me about Sid?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Because I tell
people. Yeah, I just want to make sure. Yeah, mine said she's the GOAT. GOAT.
I said the same thing. I've been around a long time.
She would have broke the world record had she got there in the right amount of time and didn't rain on her.
I seen Flojo.
Yeah,
I seen all of them. Gwen Thomas, I've seen them all. Mm-hmm. That girl is the best I've ever seen on the track.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't seriously, like, I don't say this about a lot of athletes. I don't know what's next for her.
Me either.
I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I really don't know what's next for her.
LaMont, her senior year at Essex Catholic, the girl won New Balance long jump, 20 feet, 7 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. In high school, man, the girl has put it in her head that whatever she wants to do, she can do it.
Kev, let me ask you a question.
She puts the work in to enable to accomplish that.
Let me ask you a question. Does she go back to the 400 hurdles?
I don't know. You know what I'd like
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I would say she should set the schedule so she could attempt both. Because I think how many athletes have won 2 in the Olympics?
Yo,
Juan Torino won the 4 and the 8.
Based upon the scheduling that they have,
Michael Johnson went 2 and 4.
She can double. She can double.
She can
in
double,
the
but
fourth.
the schedule has to be set up
fix the
for.
schedule for to do that.
Yeah,
though, right?
they have to fix the schedule for. I think she can do it.
I don't think that'll be too hard for her though.
Huh?
If they fix the schedule, whatever
If they fix the schedule, I don't
means, I
either.
think
Because
she can run through the
first of all,
rounds.
The hardest race, probably the hardest race is gonna be the 400. And now she's still learning how to run it.
So my thing with that, right, would be, now we're talking amongst coaches and athletes, right? So we understand it, right? You know what the big criticism would be, right? Because she's going to win both, but what they would take away from it is that she didn't break a world record.
Yeah,
that's
what her goals. I think her goals at this point in time would be to break that women's 400-meter record. That'd be it. Once she break that, she can go back and forth, long jump,
and she can do.
Hey,
she can do that. I think before the Olympics.
She would have done that in Tokyo had they had this.
I agree.
I think she could have done it too if it hadn't been
an
out
hour
there
and a half to get out and get busy.
Right, I agree, but we all know that that's what would be said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that she doubled, but she didn't break the record, right? That's what would be said.
It don't matter. She won gold. I know what you're saying, man.
Because that's the end goal, because no one's ever done it, right? But the knock would be because you can't. I could be wrong, but 6 races, I don't think she'll break the world record in both.
If she can break the world record, if she can break the world record before the Olympics, then I would go for the 2.
I'm telling you, she's gonna do that. I mean, that's my
I
prediction.
think she can break the world record before Olympic
because she had no races
do
this
is
year.
win them 2 then.
She had no races. How many races did she have this year in total?
Like 5, Kev. 5.
Yeah. It wasn't many.
But the most important thing is what people don't realize is that now she knows the rhythm.
Yeah.
What it takes to run that.
Rhythm.
When she was first running,
she understands the rhythm of what 47 feels like.
I think she's gonna break. She'll break 49. She'll break 50 in the hurdles.
She was running like she was running 400 hurdles.
She'll break 50 in the hurdles.
Now she's running it like she's a 400 flat runner.
But she'll break 50 in the hurdles. If she breaks 50 in the hurdles and decides that she maybe want to break a world record in a quarter, she is the GOAT.
Yeah,
she doesn't even have to do any of that. I know we all consider her the GOAT. I consider her the GOAT, but she ran the 52.75 when she was in Kentucky as a freshman on that rainy ass day.
That was crazy.
When she did that, I said, "Yo, I've never seen a 400-meter hurdler so cold."
Right, Kev.
Hey, Coach. I think, Coach, you have something, Coach. Rowan?
I had Kev. I want to tell Kev. I was telling them last time we was on. I had Sydney at camp when she was 9 years old at Joetta's camp. She's the most focused 9-year-old kid I ever been around. It was scary. She was so attentive. It was scary for a 9-year-old, man, to be wanting to absorb as much as she could in that kind of shit. You know how little kids are at camp, man. They run
all over the place.
Hey, she's the most focused 9-year-old I ever had at a track camp, man.
I've never seen anyone with that mindset in track and field outside of Carl.
Yeah,
you said that,
yeah.
You
Carl
told me
was
that.
focused like that. Yeah,
outside of Carl, and I talk
right.
to Carl every day, so
That's
I kind of know now how he's winding, how he thinks. She's that. She's that.
Yeah,
Sydney
she is. She's that. She's
Sydney
that
is that.
different, man. She's different.
Sydney is that.
She is
I think
a
Coach Rucker
different
has something that he wants to say.
individual.
Yeah, Coach Ruck, you got something on it?
Yeah. To me, whatever happens for Sydney, it's up to Sydney and Bobby Kersey and her staff. I'm sure they're going to sit down and plan it. Whatever they want to do, I'm going to support them. Because I think she can run the 2 and the 4, or so many different combinations. But to me, it's whatever they want to do. And Kevin, I'm with you. I think she'll break other records before the Olympics. So that's not you.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think she'll break the 400 record in the next year or so.
Yeah, and I mean, so you go into the Olympics depending upon what she wants to do and what she's comfortable with.
Yeah,
I don't think any of us can say you need to do this or that. I think it's up to her and her coaching staff. And I got to tip my hat to Coach Kersey too, Because we all talked about him a little bit, you know, saying, what is he doing? Well, I think he did a heck of a job with her.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, sir.
So I think it's up to, you know, to Cindy and her staff and her team, whatever they want to do, because she can pick whatever she wants to do.
Well, you know what? In seeing some of her talks and stuff, she wants to set the standard. She wants to be the standard.
I think so too.
And she wants to be the standard. You can hear her talk like she's been planning this flat 400 for the last couple of years. This is not just something she decided to do this year. And once it was in her head, she just set out to do it, you know. And she has that kind of focus in her mental game is off the chart, man. You know, so if she wants to double, she's gonna plan to win both.
Exactly.
That's the kind of mindset she has.
And then the other thing,
she didn't get into 400 for this year to be the second best or the third best.
Yo,
right.
let me share this with you, right?
Best.
Let me share this with you real quick, right? I'm in Tokyo. I'm in Tokyo, right? I'm with a good friend of mine that I met in New York. And he says, Kev, I want you to a friend of mine, a friend of his, a young boxer in Japan, Japanese boxer named Michael Suwa. He has this a Cairo container. I guess what they do now, to decompress the body and get all the inflammation out. You jump in there and you stand up with the nitrogen for 3 minutes, sub-freezing temperatures, flush everything out. So my man Steve said, Kev, we're gonna go check on Mike and go to his facility. Small little office. It got like an electronic pulse machine in there, and it has this big cryogenic chamber that you stand into it, and then all the fucking the smoke comes out like, you know, like Frankenstein, right? He says, yo, the other day some young lady came in here. I forgot what her name was. Her initials was like SM Lavroni, something like that. And I'm like, what? I said, yo, he said, did you know who she was? He said, I didn't know who she was. They must have saw that we had the center here and made an appointment, and they just showed up, her and her husband, and she got into the cryo chamber and left, you know, did her thing and left. And I'm like, dude, you just had the coldest. I had to tell him who came in his office.
Yeah.
And I said, how did she know about your practice? He said, I guess she went online and found out that I had this cryo chamber. I got the guy's card right here.
Yeah, she probably been in one before.
I'm bugging out. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
She didn't came to Japan, sought out what she needed to get her body right, got to the cryo chamber. I said, dude, if you had pictures of that, dude, that'd have been dope. I'm not sure if her husband took pictures or anything of that. But he told me the story, and I'm like shaking my head, saying, yo, she came there to get busy. Because I said, how many other athletes would have came here and sought out the cryo cryo chamber to get in it and flush the body out.
Yeah.
Had that happening and go and handle her business. I'm totally impressed.
Hey, Kev, Dr. Walker said the best athlete on the track on any given day is the best prepared one.
Yo, she was ready.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was damn near 2 hours before she started her warm up to probably the time she got opportunity to run the 47.78. When she did that, the world record is gone, y'all.
With her mindset, that didn't matter. That did not matter.
What do you think? What do you think she's going to take it down to, Kev?
What's the current record now?
47.60.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
40. She was 1800s off.
Yep.
It was close.
1800s. Yeah,
47.5, 744. You know.
Hey, all she got to do is run 47 flat, and she's history.
If it's not raining, she probably breaks the world record the other day.
That's right.
That's exactly.
That's like you see those sites. I love track and field and the mother, the real deal track and field. Did you see the comments they was making after the semis? Oh, she ran too fast. Hey, the girl didn't run the last 50 meters when she broke Sonia's record.
Right. But that's where
The girl cruised 50 meters and broke Sonia's record in the semis. And they
right.
she's not going to run as fast now because she shot her load. Man, I said, y'all don't know what y'all dealing with. The girl, they need to clone her, I swear.
Yeah.
Because it may not ever be another one like that.
Yeah.
Coach Rucker, what you want to say?
I was just saying that she's so special. But I think her mindset, her approach, the way she approaches everything, as Norm just said, in the semis, when you coach, top kids like that, she was cruising. I used to see LaMont do that. LaMont could cruise to stuff because once you're in shape and you're that good, all you want to do is get to the finals.
Yeah.
And you're still saving energy. You're not running that hard.
Yeah. And
you're
still
doing your
broke
hard
the
work
American record in the process.
Yeah. Your hard work's at the track when nobody's looking.
You know what? And when she ran the 50 point
in
the semis, she ran 51 low. And I called my boy up. I said, she gonna run 50 point in the finals. No, man, no girl can run that fast. I said, I bet she run 50 point.
Yeah.
The girl doesn't expend energy.
No, she's smooth.
In those races.
Let's go back.
She's so smooth.
What was her split in the mile relay? Wasn't it 47?
47.
47.82.
And that was an easy 47.8.
Yeah.
Easy.
She was cruising. She looked like Secretariat in the damn Belmont. winning by 31 lengths and shit, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, she's definitely special.
Hey, they took the Triple Crown. Hey, she the one that she gonna be the Triple Crown of track, man.
Yeah, right.
She gonna win the triple. Hey, if somebody told me that she couldn't break the world record in both races in the Olympics, I wouldn't bet against her.
No, I wouldn't either. But
that's a hard feat. That's a hard feat to go in the Olympic Games and break the world record in the 400 and 400. But I wouldn't bet against her.
No, I wouldn't either.
I would not bet against that girl.
Hey,
I would just like to see her win.
Go ahead, Coach Rock. Rock.
I would just like to see her win. But the only thing I also worry about, if she does do the flat four and the intermediates, then you're coming back on the mile relay. That's
She probably wouldn't. She wouldn't have to. She could put that crown on her head and walk off the track and don't run nothing else ever again. And say I'm the greatest.
Yeah, she could, but that's not.
That's a lot of running. That's 3 rounds in the 400, 3 rounds in the 400. That's a lot. I wouldn't even consider running her in the 4x4. I'd tell her to put her crown on and walk around the track the rest of the meet.
But what's Sydney going to do? What's she going to want to do?
She going to run that quarter, that mile, that 4x4.
She going to run and anchor that mile relay.
Yeah.
The last day. Yeah, that would be nothing for her.
Mm-hmm.
But if she didn't run it, she would still go down in history as the greatest.
Oh, I'm with you. No arguments from me.
She's special. And I don't know how many more years I got her on here and shit. So I know I'm not gonna see
Coach Tate, you got plenty of years, Coach. You got some years left, Coach.
Hey, I hope so.
Coach Tate, you got some years left. Trust me. You still got not a lot of knowledge to send out and everything. You still got your work to do here on this planet, brother. Don't worry about that. You do.
Yeah.
Coach Tate acting like he's not a young
man. That's for you guys to do.
Hey, and I'm about to put in my shameless plug. You still got to put my name in for this pin relays Wall of Fame. So yeah,
that's right.
You should have been. You should have been in years ago. You should have been in years ago.
I'm gonna send in the nomination.
That's the last one for me. That's the last one.
I'm gonna send in the nomination.
How these other jokers getting in before you? And you from the area too. And you from the area.
It doesn't matter. Right. Well deserved. Well deserved for them.
Mm-hmm.
Well deserved for them.
Oh, it's well deserved, but you should be up there too on the Wall of Fame. It's well deserved, definitely.
I just put in my shameless plug, so that's where we are.
Hey, that's right. Don't worry about it.
So we're good. Everybody that's in there needs to be.
Already got that.
I remember.
Agenda,
I remember we wrote letters for you years ago to get in. That's about 15 years ago. We wrote letters for you to try to get in.
That's cool.
I know a couple of guys that's on the committee and stuff, so I'm gonna send a nomination.
Oh yeah,
for
Coach Taylor get on him. He'll get on. He'll make sure you'll get on him. Oh, Kev, we had to ask you. So you were in the building for the semis and the finals. I know it had to be magical, man, just to see this.
With which particular athlete? Her?
To my Sid, yeah.
Every time I see that girl run, it's amazing, man. Because I mean, it was crazy, right? When she broke the world record last year at the Olympics. It was so nonchalant the way she did it, because I was in the booth. I was so impressed. I was standing there with Snoop Dogg, and I'm looking up and I'm looking down at Sydney going, damn, she about to break the world record. And when I say shit like that, you know, people get excited. It's kind of like when track guys, when we see things about to go down, we don't get excited. We just kind of watch it play out, and you just go, damn. It's been moments like that with her. You just watch it play out. You just watch it play out. You don't get overwhelmed. You just go.
Hey, when she won that race the other night, I sat in my chair for about 10 minutes, man. I mean, it was like, damn, man, she ran 47.
John,
I sat there. I actually couldn't get up from my chair. I just sat there, man. Just like, you know.
It's funny. John can tell you, and Coach Ruck can tell you, I don't watch a lot of track. You know, I catch the clips. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the guys, like, if I go on YouTube to watch track, I'm watching 68. I'm watching 92. Dude. I'm not even watching 96. Like, I'm watching 68. I'm watching 84. I'm just one of those guys, right?
Right. I'm like the same way.
You know, I'm one of those guys, but I literally watched Sydney run 4 times. I watched that 400-meter race 4 times. Which is a lot. You know what I'm saying? Which
That's
is a
like
lot.
me. I was replaying it, man.
I mean, because you know, obviously, I didn't watch when the lady broke the world record. I couldn't even tell you who it is, honestly.
Rita Cook.
Whatever.
Exactly.
You know,
whatever.
What I'm saying is, in my, you know, I've never seen. Yes, that's fair. I've never seen a female run 47 in my lifetime.
Me either.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me,
dude, she ran 50.6 in the hurdles. She ran 50.6 in the 400-meter hurdles.
I know.
Correct. And I watched that 5 times. And I watched that. But Kev, my question to you is this, right? Because you can speak on this, because you've run them both. I haven't, right? So to put things into perspective, how hard is that for you to go ahead and run 50 point in the hurdles and then you backdoor with the 47? Because you've run both.
But you know what the crazy part of that is? Typically in the intermediates in the person's 400, it's usually a 2.5 second differential. And that's on the slow side.
Right.
Now, she's out there running. She has a 3 second. You're talking 47.7, 50 point. This say she got the 2.5 second differential. That 2.5 second differential between her quarter time and her intermediate time is going to shrink. I mean, I just see it's going to shrink. I see it shrinking by at least half a second.
Yeah, she might run 49 high.
So you're talking.
She will.
Theoretically, she probably can run 47. She just ran 47. She might run 47.4, 47.3.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I think she'll run around 47.3.
And I think the next thing, because you're always finding ways to be better, right? And to motivate yourself, because it's hard once you've done that.
Yes.
I think she wants I think she wants to probably be the first woman to go sub 50. and break the world record in the 400. I think that's probably has to be her next.
The next, like Coach Rucker said,
that has to be her next
just
goal.
support
I would think if she wants to continue to do this.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because she sets her standards high.
Yeah.
I mean, she sets her own standards high. Yeah.
Or to shoot for.
Yeah. She wants to accomplish, things that no other runner in those events have done, man.
Yeah. I think that's the next thing for her because honestly, there's nothing left for her to do but that.
Yeah.
She's just
honestly, if she never runs another 400 hurdle race, that 50 points gonna be there for a long time.
Oh yeah. I mean,
you gonna be there for a long time.
They're struggling to run 51s still.
Yeah, they are. That's going to be there for a long time.
That's great. Let's move on to the men's 400 now. As we saw, I forget the brother's name from Botswana, but he won the 400.
Yeah.
I sort of kind of called that. I said Botswana's gonna win it.
Yeah. I didn't call that one. I didn't even.
I will say, I thought the young kid from
Patterson.
I thought that he had a really, really legitimate chance to win.
I did too.
And if you ask me, he was the best. He's the best 400-meter runner in that race. He didn't win it, but he is the best 400-meter runner in that race. He just doesn't have the experience.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to just think what that kid did in the course of the year, I think he went from football, right? To track.
Well,
he was working at UPS.
LaMont. But how much experience does the young boy from South Africa, from Botswana have?
He's run on the international level before, wasn't he? On that last 4x4?
Yeah, he was.
No, not the one that won.
He wasn't on that 4x4.
Not last year. No, he wasn't on. The young one just came up this year.
He's the second leg. He's 44.
So
he's 20.
I understand it. The guy that won, he didn't run last year.
My second leg.
Oh, last year.
Yeah.
So still he
don't have no experience really.
Well, he does. It says something.
Jacory's run relays and stuff. Jacory, they have about the same amount of experience.
Not the kid not the Patterson kid. The Patterson kid has no experience.
Who?
The Patterson.
Jacory?
The kid.
Jacory's been running.
Has he? But not on the world level.
He ran in some of the Diamond League meets this year. So
the Patterson kid, though, right? So what I'm saying is, this is his first year really running, right?
in the world.
Correct. Olympic That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, and Coach, you'll know, right?
Oh yeah, I thought he was going to be one of the favorites too.
I picked him to win.
Yeah, I did too. I remember I didn't even pick the 4 because after Quincy, wasn't running inside. I didn't know who was going to step up.
My point is, right? And you know it, Coach, and Kevin, you know it. Running in the Diamond League, which is a big meet, right? There's nothing like running on the world stage or the Olympic stage. That's a little different pressure.
Yeah. Because didn't he win the Diamond League championship race?
He sure did.
He won the Diamond League championship race.
He did.
Yeah.
But
he'd run some international meet. But I thought he'd be in it. I thought the kid from England was gonna be, all of them bomb, man.
Yeah. So that's one of those things, right? Not taking anything away from the Botswana kid.
Right.
So I'll tell you this. They caught us at the right time.
Yeah.
In the 400. So what time is it? 10:03. Mark my words, they'll never see that shit again.
I don't know. Those Africans are coming, LaMont.
You know why I say that? You know why I say that? Because we got a dog in South Carolina that's hurt.
We
got some dogs.
We got some dogs. what's his name opened up? Hey, what's his name? Tobago opened up the doors for Botswana. Them guys ain't going nowhere.
You know what? He opened a spot in Botswana for the sprinters. 400 meter in the USA, we are still king. We are king.
Always be king.
Well, no.
And mark my words, they better catch us now because they won't do it again.
Well, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that, LaMont.
10:04.
I'm not gonna say that.
Hey, coach, you're not the only one that's gonna make predictions up in here.
Hey, I'm not gonna say that, man. That's going way out, man. Say they'll never do it again, man.
I said
our African brothers from the motherland is coming.
Hey, I said what I said.
We got to keep an eye on Van Niekerk next year, though.
Correct.
Van Niekerk next year.
I said what I said.
Hey, those are our brothers from our ancestors, man.
Hey,
you can't count them out.
I don't care if they were our brothers from somebody else's mother. The USA.
You can't count them out. I mean, I like your confidence. And if Trump becomes a dictator, we going over there and join him. If Trump becomes the dictator that he's trying to become, man, we going to Botswana. Shit, we all gonna be on the same team.
That's fair. But I tell you what, they better be glad they called us now because they ain't gonna happen. I said what I said. That's my prediction.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Coach Ruck.
Hey, I want to hear Ruck. I want to hear Coach Rucker on that one.
My thing is Botswana is going to make us better.
Yeah,
they're going to make us
hopefully.
Better. Yeah, all the coaches, all the athletes, we know now. We just can't take for granted. We step on the track, everybody's going to lay down. That's not happening anymore.
No more.
Botswana, Nigeria, South Africa.
Hey, South Africa. Hey, the continent is becoming.
They're coming after us.
So coach, and I've known you for over 34 years, and I don't push back much on what you say, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really don't. Besides the fact when you had me go run, but that's a whole nother story. But what I will say is, right? Every year, which is not, I can count on one hand, right? So every year we lose in the 4x4.
Mm-hmm.
In the 400, that's the narrative that this country is going to make us better, right?
Yeah.
I don't believe that, right? I don't believe that because we're going to make us better, not another country, because they say that every time we lose.
What I say about
it's going to make us better. And
as a coach,
and we'll go and dominate 5 and 6 more years.
Yeah.
The clock is right. Two times a day, right?
I think LaMont, some of it is our attitude got to change. Like Coach said, though, we can't think we can just walk out on the track anymore.
Yeah,
and other teams are gonna lay down because we got USA. We got USA on our chest.
I 100% agree with that. But what I'm saying is that's always the narrative when we lose is that this country's going to make us better. But the reality is,
we got to make ourselves better.
The reality is,
you're right.
No country dictates what we do.
No.
That's right. You're right.
And I'm not saying they will, but I'm saying as a coach, whenever we got beat, or my teams got beat, I went back to the drawing boards.
Yeah, but that was you though.
Yeah.
It was because they beat you. You went back to the drawing board. That's what we got to do.
Because this is my thing, and I said this on social media because it really, because for me, I'm a 400 meter guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you hear people talk about Botswana, I call JP. A lot of times I call him offline.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him right. You hear this, Botswana this, Botswana that, this country this country that. When we lost last time, the truth of the matter is, this ain't standard practice for us.
No, it isn't.
This is so, and Kevin can tell you, in '96 when Butch and Mike went down, they thought we were going to lose 2.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And we had 3 in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
So you say because someone's in the finals, they're going to win the 4x4. That means nothing.
Right. No, I know that.
Because someone makes the final, they're in the 4x4.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, it's actually not necessarily they're gonna beat us. It's how we gonna set our guys up in Every year, who's gonna run first leg, second leg, third leg? You know, I think I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have put Rye at anchor. He would never. I would have put Patterson at anchor before I put Rye at anchor.
But I get, and to your point, you had.
I think it was just mismanaged on that 4x4.
So to your point, you had me thinking about that, right? Because maybe that might have been it, right, Kev?
That's exactly what I'm saying. What it was. We got beat because we mismanaged the relay. That's all.
But for me, though, right? I mean, now that you said it, I'm thinking about it, right? Because off the bat, I'm going to put Rye at anchor because 9 times out of 10 he ain't going to get ran down, right? Yeah. But listening to you and we're dialecting and we're talking about it, you might be on to something.
Yo, I wouldn't have put Rye emotionally wasn't ready. I mean, he got down right at the end of his race.
I probably would have put Rye.
Where would you have put Rye?
I'd put Rye at 2.
Huh?
I would put Rye at 2. The easiest position, so he can go out, stay in his lane, cut the stagger, and just keep the momentum. I would have let the youngest run their ass off.
You know,
because they more hungry.
I look at Rye's race. He ran that race like he was running 400 hurdles.
The rhythm was, he didn't have that.
He ran that race like he was running 400 hurdles. Yeah. He didn't have the rhythm to run that flat race.
But let's be fair. 9 times out of 10, Rod's not going to get ran down like that.
No, he's not.
Yeah. Well,
he's not going to get ran down.
We got to look at this. And the conditions warrant what happened as well. It was raining.
I mean, you look at his split.
This kid split 42. 9 times out of 10, he's not going to get ran down.
Yeah. I don't know if he was ready to run. I swear, because his split. I mean, there was only 2 43s in that race.
So
everybody ran 44 points.
I've been waiting for this one, right? So at what point, you know, we're talking about Rye, which is fair, right? Because Rye is who Rye is, right?
I mean, he got a silver medal by 300ths of a second. I mean, 3,000ths of a second.
Correct. So at what point are we going to talk about the other legs that didn't do their job? Outside of Norwood.
No, he's always reliable. Uncle Vernon. He's always reliable.
The other guys didn't run up to their potential. They didn't.
Correct. So at some point we got to give Rye a pass, right? Because 9 times out of 10, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen.
Rye even said that he didn't know he was running anchor until like the last minute. He didn't know.
That's a lie. Lie. Because how do you not know you're going to run anchor when you anchored the damn world record? So how do you not know that you're not going to run anchor? That's what he said on the interview. And I'm telling you, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie because he knew he was going to run.
That's a lie too.
He knew he was going to run it. Kevin,
I want to know what you think about it.
Rod knew he was going to run it.
D2 is the kind of coach. He already had his order set.
Yeah, and Rod knew
D2 already had his order set for the final.
Right.
But what I'm saying is 9 times out of 10, that's not going to happen with Rod. That's just what it is.
Not.
No.
And for me, you know, Kev definitely gave me something to think about. But before this conversation, I'm going to run Rye anchor 10 out of 10 times just because what he did.
Me too.
Right?
Yeah.
Just because what he did. But what I'm saying is we're not talking about the other legs because second and third leg, they pooped it.
Yeah. They didn't run to their potential.
Everybody has a job. Everybody has a job to do.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm saying this from an athlete's perspective, right? Because I also understand how hard it is to compete on that level.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying this as a casual fan. Right? I'm not saying this as a casual fan of that. But hey, there's certain expectations that come with the 4x4 men's USA. Period.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Right. Because for me, like I said, I watch videos all the time. That prelim was the worst that I've ever seen the USA run.
Yeah.
Ever.
Second round.
That was the worst prelims I've ever seen the USA run. Period. you know, so at some point, you know, we got to hold all four accountable.
Yeah, always.
That's just
we got comfortable having these young talented athletes and these dogs.
Yes,
you know, we got some, and you know, ideally we've just been, you know, we've been putting teams together. You know, we've been putting very talented teams together, but obviously we just hadn't had the teams that we wanted.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know, we've been spoiled.
And I'll tell you, I
We've
think
been
I told
spoiled.
and Kev, I think I told John this or JP this, right? If Quincy is running, Quincy Hall I'm talking about, if he's running, we're not having this conversation last year about how close Botswana is going to be to us, because it wouldn't have been that close if Quincy runs.
True.
That's not even a conversation. And if he's here today, that race is not close. But if was the fifth, right? We can say that all day. And if was the fifth, right? But I would sell my house on that. If Quincy runs, we're not even having a conversation of how close Botswana is.
Yeah,
I agree.
definitely.
I agree.
Yo, we got you know what? We get ready to wrap it up because Will got to get ready to go to work in the morning. But you know what? We're going to go over your event, Kev, the 400-meter hurdles. We need to do that before we actually
Okay, let me jump in
wrap
real
up
quick
here.
because I got a good perspective. And it
No,
all
yeah, we know.
started-
That's why we're going to you. Definitely.
I first, based on the conditions of the weather, the track, knowing that Carson set a world record on there, World Olympic record, Ryan ran 46.12 on that track, or was it 16 or 12? Anyway, 46.1. I'm thinking Rye's gonna go out there and break a world record. And I told people, I said, Rye, watch him in the semis running, basically pretty much jogging to the sixth hurdle and just finishing up the race running 48.13, some shit like that. I'm going, oh, Rye's ready. I said, because the only thing he has to prove to Carson at this point in time is he can break Carson's record. You know, and so that's what I was looking toward. As the events prolonged through the day, the makeup of the race itself, when all the positioning changed, when Carson wasn't on the outside like he's typically comfortably running, and he was stuck in lane 3, I knew that was going to throw his stride off, because we know from his first 9 hurdles he's overstriding.
Yeah.
And he relies on the continuity, being able to go from 13 with the overstride down to 15 smoothly, and then be a foot race after the 10th hurdle. That's his MO, which is cool. And another thing happened in the shift of that race was Carson never had DeSantos or Rye up on him so fast, or positioned so close to him in that race. So I would just say he's a little shook.
It looked like he broke down.
He caught that third hurdle. He hit it right above the knee, and not like on the tip of the knee where you just kind of hit it and you just peel the skin off and you keep it pushing. He hit it on that right below that quad, right? And he smashed it. And I know that took a lot. First of all, it took a lot of his momentum from somebody who's overstriding to go 13 at the third hurdle. So it took that out of him early in the race. And from that point on, it was just a matter of, okay, I'm like, Rye just going to land the cut. I think what happens, Rye reacted off that and then just kind of maintained. The shocking piece was, I guess, Rye being anxious, trying to get that race over. And I know that feeling as you approach that 10th hurdle. Obviously, it looks a little taller, and your momentum goes out the door. A few things we know about that track: either the energy that you put in the track, you're gonna get it back, which is cool. But if you've been running on that track so much, that even the energy that you put in, it may give back too much, and you suffer from a lot of different other things. I did speak with Carson. He said prior to warming up, he had a strain behind his knee. And I know as a hurdler, that's occupational hazard.
Yeah.
So with the little strain that he had behind the knee, and the pressure that he had with his competitors, and not him being as freely as he can compete out on the outside, it changed the dynamics of his race. And he putting those pieces together, I'm sure that equated to him putting a lot of pressure on his own self. The beauty of the race is why we're actually to watch the other athletes, the other competitors run, and that was Emmanuel from Nigeria, the Baylor kid. Go out there with a long ass season and run 47-11.
Yeah,
That was amazing. And then to see Samba come through, look like the old Samba.
yeah.
So I was
Samba look good.
mostly impressed by. I mean, I knew Ryan was going to do his thing. My expectation was for Ryan to do his thing. I was expecting for, like I mentioned, a world record to possibly be broken, but weather conditions kind of threw that out the way. But when it started raining and
but how
really
far?
shift,
Kev, I got a question for you, Kev.
yeah.
What do you think? Do you think Rod's going to be our next world record holder?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
What do you think? When it's all said and done, what do you think? What do you think he's going to run? And what do you think he's? And what do you think? What do you think he's lacking? Why he hasn't done that yet?
Technique. If you watch Rye's arms when he jumps, he straight legs a hurdle a lot when he doesn't need to, because I think he and when you straight leg a hurdle, your upper body can have a tendency to twist. And I think efficiently he hasn't gotten there. He has the speed, he has the talent. I think be honest with you, he literally is still trying to figure out how he's going to approach the first 6 hurdles. Because if you watch him in the semifinal race, literally run from the blocks to the 6th hurdle, and look at the controlled rhythm that he had, he had no ballistic speed whatsoever. None. He just kind of settled into it, and it was just like, he just running through the park. Haven't seen him really just make the sort of adjustments. I think the sort of adjustment that he could make and win the race, break a world record easily, will basically be a training adjustment. It's something that's really simple. And I think honestly his emphasis needs to be for the last 150. Everybody's waiting till they get to the top of the turn, at 9 to 10. If he makes his move at 150, literally think about this. In the 400-meter hurdles, the 7 hurdles set up around 255 meters. So you got basically 145 meters from the top of the turn to the finish line. Guys run repeat. You guys as coaches will have your athletes run repeat 150s at 16 seconds on a bad day. I mean, if you're a sprinter and you're running 150s, 16s is nothing. As a hurdler, he could easily run, I would say, 17.5 for 150, even after running, say, 28, 29 seconds for the first 255 meters with the kind of foot speed that he has. I think, and watch him, if he got to the 6 hurdles slow as he did and ran fast, he can put out a little bit more and then really challenge himself from the 150 mark to the finish line and encapsulate what sort of stride pattern he's going to do, whether it's going to be some 12s in there or whether it be, I think if Ryan learns how to incorporate some 12s in his stride pattern just for a few hurdles to make the adjustment of his speed that he can accumulate for the first 5, he can make the adjustment for 12, whichever you want to place it, and then to come home at 13, but he has to charge and attack, he can do it easily.
Have you shared that with him?
I've never shared it with him. Because he's, him with Joanna and, him doing his thing. First of all, fast as he's running, I take a step back because it's not my time. I love the fact that they running. I love the fact that they're running fast.
That's
and
a
I'm
tough call.
And I'm constantly in a discussion.
Yeah.
I look at them as when my perspective has always been, Edwin had his 47.02, and that was Edwin's record. When I ran the 46.78. I broke Edward's record, but more importantly, I set a record for myself.
Yeah.
And then I look at what Carson and Rye, what they've done. What Carson's done is he set his own world record. So I don't ever discount Edwin ever not being the world record holder.
Right.
That was just the record at the time. So when I look at it in that perspective, I'm saying, Rye just has to. Rye had made a statement that he's going to run some more deuces next year.
I'm gonna get to that in a second. Coach Tate, I just got a couple more questions I want to ask him because he's kind of unpacking a lot of things, right?
Go to take the floor from your perspective. What you guys see as these
no, because this is very interesting to me, right? because let me ask you. So I understand your point, right? For being the first guy to ever run 46, right? Which is your record. I understand that, right? I just think that you have a lot of insight, right?
I ran the race. When I look at that race, I look at all the conditions that I held back from
Yeah.
running under, running 46.6 or
So
46.5.
so
Yeah.
I
so,
look at
so,
how
so what
slow
I'm
I
saying is
actually ran.
I understand your point. I get your point when you say that Edwin was his record, your record's your record. But man, you have a lot of perspective that when you're sitting here breaking down the race to me and telling me this, like I think sometimes, man, Rod would love to hear that because I'm sure at that time,
Yeah.
you probably would have loved to hear something from Edwin.
But
Yo, that was my when I was coming up, dude.
You see what I'm
That
saying?
always been my biggest bug out was not having the opportunity to sit down with Edwin and chop it up with him. I spoke with Edwin more.
After the fact,
Probably
yeah.
last year in 2024 than I ever in my whole life. And we were at a restaurant, and he's just talking about anything and everything other than hurdles. But I
Yeah.
was like, damn, I sure wish I had the opportunity to chop it up
Yeah.
with you back in the
But
day. But so
yeah.
your point is definitely right. I've
Right.
always
But
been open when it comes to athletes. I'm the first
yeah.
one to be in
yeah.
somebody's face because I'm just a fan.
Yeah. But Lamont, it's hard though as an athlete or as a coach to see something that you know needs fixing and pass it on to another athlete unless it comes through their coach.
Man,
Yeah, that's
so
difficult.
That's one of the hardest things to deal with. Hey, Rucker will tell you. I have analyzed Grant Holloway's technique so many times. I passed it on to Grant, and it was like going in one ear out the other.
Oh
And
man.
if it didn't come from Mouse, then it was like,
man,
it's hard to do that. If Kevin was able to sit down and like you said, all coaches to a certain degree feel like they got their own little kingdom when they're dealing with their athletes, and it's tough. I almost called Mouse one time about Grant, and I was on a Zoom call with and Mike was like the guest speaker, and Boogie was on the call, and Mouse made a comment that he said, I think Grant is the greatest hurdler, 110 hurdler ever, and Boogie interrupted him and said, well, I would say that Grant could be the greatest hurdler ever, but he has flaws. Mouse got so heated that if they had been in the same room, man, they might have been fighting. So I don't. It's tough. It's tough dealing with an athlete, and like I said, I've been knowing Grant for a while and stuff, and I passed the information that I showed him actually pictures.
So to me, coach. So to me, coach, when you say that, right? As an athlete, right? Grant truly does.
Huh? Oh, you froze. Damn, he froze.
Yeah, my bro.
Yeah, but but yeah, did he unfreeze? But Kev, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Okay, Lamont, you came back. You was getting ready to say
okay, so hear me out, right? So to me, right? So there's no secret. Quincy, favorite 400-meter runner of all time, right?
Who? Yeah.
Quincy Watts is my favorite 400-meter runner of all time.
Right.
And when every time I see Quincy, I tell him, and that's our running joke. But for me, he's my favorite 400-meter runner, right? That I like, right? So coming up in the ranks, man, like I talked to Quincy.
Right.
Right.
And he offered you some pointers, right?
He did, but no, just hear me out though, right? Just hear me out. As an athlete, I I went to talk to Quincy, right? When I finally beat Quincy, people don't know it hurt me.
Yeah.
Because I had that much respect for Quincy. When I ran my first 44, Quincy was the first athlete that came to me.
Yeah.
And we talked. So for me, when I say like, so Coach Tellez was my coach, right? Coach Rucker, I still talk to. For me, Coach Tellez got me to 44 when people told me that he couldn't get me there, right?
Right.
But don't think I didn't go talk to John Smith.
Right. Yeah. But see, that was you.
So for me, so my point is, when you're chasing greatness, you take the advice of people that want to be there, and if you're not, then you really don't want to be that great.
Well, then that's the case.
I was
though.
lucky.
That's the case, Lamont, because
that's
that's
around me all the time.
Your mind was open to hearing from somebody else that had been there and done it, and your mind was open to that.
Coach Jake, I talked to you about the 400 that time.
Yeah, but there's some athletes out here, Lamont, that they got their mind is closed to any outsider other than the person that's coaching them.
Well, my mind, they don't want to be great.
Yeah, well, you can say that because that ends up being the case because I didn't have a hurdler when I wasn't coaching Jack. Jack was done. I wasn't coaching a hurdler when I talked to Grant. I'd seen the flaws that evidently somebody else hasn't seen because he's still making the same flaws, and now they've gotten worse. It affected his last any race that Grant lost prior to this year. It was the last 3 hurdles. Now it's the last 5 hurdles because those flaws that I seen
are catching up.
A few years ago after Broadbell beat him, that he had. He didn't want to hear it from me because I wasn't coaching him. And my mind was always open. I'm like, yeah, I'm always open to helping any athlete, man. Okay? Hey, Curtis Fry came to me at the trials in 96 after Jack ran 94 and asked me, he said, what kind of stuff are you doing? And I, right there in Atlanta, I told him, because my thing is if you helping another individual, I've never had any problems with that. Rucker tell you, I've helped so many damn people, I can't even count. But the person has to be open to it. Grant wasn't open to it.
That's crazy.
And now he's suffering even more. I thought at one time I thought he was going to be the greatest 110 hurdler. Now I don't think that anymore.
Okay, funny story.
He's beyond that point where I don't think he can change now.
Hey, young, funny story, right? Just to go to my point. I heard a lot about Henry, right? Henry Thomas, right? John was with. I met Henry at Texas Relay some years back. John was with me. I think I talked to Henry for about an hour.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying? Like because one, he's my frat brother, but 2, I understand the game and I know how good he really and truly was, right?
Right.
I talked to Henry literally for about, am I lying, John? I talked to him for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Because I understood how good this dude was. Right?
Great. Yeah.
And part of it is when you can talk to an athlete and you can pick their brains, you know what they tick. And to me, that kind of gives you a little advantage too, right?
Yeah.
Because you know how they're thinking. Because they're somewhere where you haven't been yet. So I understood that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Hell, I even talked to you a few times when I was coming up in the ranks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the beauty of our sport,
some of these guys' minds aren't open to it, man, and it's hard to I can understand, like Kev. I know Kev knows Joanna. I mean, look how long it took her to make some adjustments with Ryan with his steps and stuff. I mean, people from the outside could look and see the mistakes that he was making. Like, damn, man, can't she see it?
I got DMs over the years since 2019 that I dropped in his box about adjustments that he needed to make during the course of the
Mm-hmm.
race, or things that he literally
Yeah.
used to work that he literally need to work on in practice.
Yeah.
And
That's
I mean,
priceless. That's
because you know
priceless.
how you just little things that you tweak in the hurdles
Yeah.
that when you implement in
It
your practices, when you're doing
changes a whole lot of things.
you just tweak literally your approach with one hurdle. One hurdle
Mm-hmm.
will open your eyes up and be like, damn. Because
Yeah.
when you're in tip top shape, you on a whole nother level and your approach is
That's right.
different.
You
I mean,
know, it,
literally when I ran and implement 12 steps between hurdles 4 and 5, it was the raggediest 12 steps I've did in my life, but it was efficient enough for me. I my whole upper body twisted when I jumped over the fifth hurdle in Barcelona, but
mm,
I got back down onto the track. And we know as a
yeah.
hurdler, if you're not on the track, you losing it. You losing it's
Yeah.
way too
That's
much
right.
airtime.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
just the whole purpose of just getting back on the track. But in that, it is very difficult. Well, it's not difficult to listen. You just got to open up your mind and listen. That's all you
Open
got
up
to
your
do.
mind. It's not
And
difficult to
and when you
listen.
got
You
when
know.
you got a history of all these individuals who've been very successful in the sport,
Yeah.
you owe it to yourself just to hear what they
To
got to say.
listen. That's right. But
You ain't
some
got
of
to
these,
try, but you got to listen to it.
some
Just hear
people
them
don't.
out.
Yeah.
Hear them out.
Yeah. Hey, Lamont, when Ruck and I first met, it was on the track at Lenape.
Mhm.
I was coaching Jack. One day, Ruck, we was out there, and Ruck had this kid Ian, and,
Mhm.
Ruck said, "Coach, you take a look at Ian, man. He's doing some stuff. You know, I want to, they was getting ready for pin relay.
Mhm.
I I watched him run the curve a couple of times, and 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 I told Ruck, I said, the only adjustment he got to make, because it was too late at that point to think about switching lead legs.
Mhm.
He was Kev. He was a right leg lead, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So in the curve, once he raised that leg, he was going to the outer part of the lane, and then had to straighten back. I told Rugg, I said, just have him in the curve, on the hurdles on the curve, come from the outside in.
Come from the
Mhm.
outside in. Yeah, it's
That's all
that's
I as soon as I looked at it, I said, come from the outside in. Hey, the kid
what's
went
the girl's
and
name?
and
Tiffany
and and,
Williams,
and,
the little
and
hurdler. Remember her?
finished
I
second in
do. I
pin.
remember. Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah,
Little
finished
tiny
second
little
in pin.
Tiffany. How she
You
used to
know,
have to
so
go from side to
I,
side in the lane in the
yeah,
lane.
yeah. Some people will listen, Lamont, some won't.
I get it, coach. I guess that's just hard for me because even as a coach
Yeah.
now, right?
Well, it's
Even as a
always
coach,
been
right?
hard for me too. Cause
Now,
I learned. I tell people the day I stop learning, I'm done.
Mhm.
I mean,
I'm
because now,
done.
I
I'm
mean,
finished.
now that I'm not an athlete anymore and I'm coaching.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask any coach that's listening. Like I'm asking questions. Like Coach Rugg will
Mhm.
tell you. Like I call Coach Rugg
Hey,
because what I had to learn was my athletes that I coach now is more so of what I did in high school, right?
yeah,
Because they can't do what I did as a professional.
what
When
you
I
did,
first
yeah.
started,
Mhm.
I was doing those type of workouts, and I had to realize that they can't handle that. So
Mhm.
I've gone back to kind of more things that I've done in high school. But as a coach, I'm talking to a lot of people. So just because I've done what I've done on a high level doesn't make me this guru or coach.
Yeah, the
I
greatest.
know
That's right. Hey,
because
I'm
hell,
Let,
I'm about to start
I'm
calling Kev
83.
now. We about to start talking.
Hey, Lamont,
let me
I'm
ask you let
83,
me ask you a question.
and I still ask people, other
Yeah.
coaches, stuff.
Let me ask this question to y'all. How is the relationship between you guys, the older athletes and the younger athletes? Is it good, or do you give them we go over things right now? But how is it overall with the young? Do they respect the elders? Do they listen and that type of thing?
Well, I'll go. My kids that I get at Rowan, they trust what I'm doing. You know, and that's why I have success. You know, I've always been a people person. Always Lamont remember me when he was coming up. Ruck been knowing me. Kevin, hey, Kevin used to sit in my house, man, and eat dinners and stuff, man.
All the time.
Kev came from California to live here. I got Kevin's job. I got Kevin's first job, man. He was living in North. You know, I'm a people person.
Yeah.
You know, I get along with other coaches. I get along with all the athletes I've coached and stuff. Because I don't distance myself, you know, from anybody. I listen to my athletes. Sometimes they come in and they say, Coach, you know, so and so and so. So I think we might run a little better if we change the order in our 4x1 and stuff. I listen to it and stuff. And we tried. If it worked, cool. You know, I don't think I'm the greatest. You know, in my mind, I mean, I don't present myself as Mr. Know-It-All. In my mind, I may think I'm the best coach there ever was and stuff, you know. But you have to think that you have to challenge yourself. But outwardly,
And
JP, I got kids on the team that don't even know I was in the Olympics, man. Rucker tell you, I don't talk about that stuff. That don't mean nothing. I'm there for them.
Yeah.
I'm there for them, and anybody that I can help. Rucker tell you, man.
Absolutely.
And I think, JP, to your point, I think today's athletes are a little different than how we were, because I think they're in the now, and they don't think about what brought them to this point, right? So honestly, I don't think today's athletes really take a chance to sit down and talk to those athletes before them.
They don't, LaMont. They don't.
And which I think is very important. Right.
Yeah.
Because to this day, and I'm not just saying this because he's on the phone, but I mean, I respect what Kev has done, especially because I think the 400 hurdles, they're different events, but the 400 and the 400 hurdles are one and the same because they're 400 meters, right?
Yeah.
So when I talk to Kev, man, I have the utmost respect, not only because of what he did, but because of the person who Kev is, right? And we talk and things like that. And I think for me, and I'm just talking about me as an athlete now, as a coach, right? I've always been able to kind of talk to athletes because I wanted to talk to athletes. I wanted to know what they were thinking. I wanted to know what made them great, right? Because I was able to take those things and take them back, right? To this day, when I see Kev, we chop it up and we talk about things. But you know, I'm always constantly trying to pick brains, right? And I think that's a lost art in our sport because to Coach Tate's point, these athletes, they don't want to do that because they just kind of want to talk to their coaches, right?
Yeah.
But I think they're missing out.
Right.
Because
I mean, we came up with a generation of when our coaches were coached by a lot of the guys who they looked up to.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I remember you know, being around Coach Tate. I mean, I was just marveled by the company that he kept, right? The whole 68 team.
Yes.
You're right. Our literally our hero.
My favorite Olympic team of all time. My favorite
as well. Mine as well.
You know what a part of it is? These guys, I mean, these youngsters, and even I'm talking about even some of our elite athletes right now. We never thought we invented the sport.
No.
Their attitude is that they're the only ones that ever ran track, man.
Yeah.
They invented this sport. You know, I was in a room in Indianapolis. Jackie Joyner was sitting in the room. Lacey O'Neal was sitting in the room. Ed Roberts was sitting in the room. It was supposed to be an alumni meeting. I was in the room, and Roger Kingdom. There were like 5 of us sitting in the room. You know, not one of them younger athletes that was sitting in the room knew that there was 5 Olympians from the past sitting in the room.
Wow, that's crazy.
Not one of them.
Crazy to me.
It's funny.
We got up and introduced, you know, Sharif Abbas had everybody stand up and introduce themselves. And when it got to me, I told them, I said, you know what? I said, it's a shame. I said, USATF is running around here. They doing these little giveaways with some bullshit shit. I said they ought to have a contest to name every Olympian that's here at the convention this weekend.
They don't do it. They don't do
the person
it
that names the most,
alumni.
that names the most, give them the prize. I said because they need to know that they didn't invent this sport. Okay. When I came out of high school in '60, I already knew who Jesse Owens was because that was like my mom's greatest idol. But I knew who was running on the '60 team, and I didn't even have any dreams in my head of going to the Olympics at that point in my life. That came about after I got to college. But
Norm, tell them who your mom's favorite athlete was.
I told Jesse Owens. And look here, I tell people, I ran faster than Jesse ran in the 100. I jumped further than Jesse did. I ran faster than he did in 200. Although, I mean, he was running on dirt and, and out of holes and stuff. But and I jumped further than Jesse Owens did in the long jump. And when I put that to my mom, you know what she said? She said, "Well, you still not as good as Jesse Owens." Yeah. But we knew the past of the sport.
But you know what?
Care.
You know what, Coach Tate? I'm gonna put this in a broader context. I feel as though that even black people, like younger black people, don't understand or don't know their history as well. It goes through the realm of it. Because you see these young people today said, "I'm not my ancestors." It's like, you're not your ancestors, because a lot of stuff that goes on today, they wouldn't put up with a lot of crap today. They would boycott. They wouldn't worry about what sneakers you had on or whatever. They paid a hell of a price. And Coach Tate, I know your '68 Olympic team, they paid a hell of a price. We all know that. See, my point is sincere. What are you talking about? Jesse Owens? Or what's the older brother that just died recently? Herb, he was the oldest Olympian.
Herb Douglas.
Yeah, Herb Douglas. I met Mr. Douglas back in 2018. I met him.
In fact,
these people paved the way for where you're at now.
Let me throw you something out at you real quick. You know who the oldest black Olympian is now?
Who's that? You?
Pender.
Charlie Jenkins.
Oh, wow. Mr. Charlie
Jenkins is the oldest living black Olympian right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Charlie? Chip Pop?
Yep. Charlie Jenkins Sr., the oldest black Olympian living right now.
This is going over Charlie Jenkins?
Think about that.
And he's 89, yeah.
So we really have to give people your flowers, like you, Coach Tate, and Coach Ruck, and all the others. You all have paid the way and paid a price for where these athletes are today.
Hey, Rucker,
they reap off the benefits of you all.
Rucker tell you some of the stories that we've talked about when I was running.
Yeah.
I can imagine,
believe, man. Hey, I seen Chain Gang working on the highway, Ku Klux Klan riding in their cars, waving at people and shit in North Carolina.
Norm, tell them about the records and stuff you guys ran and did that weren't counted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bob Hayes. I don't know how many times Bob Hayes broke the world record in the 100, man. They counted it one time. They came up with all kinds of excuses. They were saying the stopwatches wasn't working properly. One time they said the gun that they used for the start didn't make enough sound for them to get the correct time. They had all kinds of excuses. But the one thing about our sport is they don't lie.
Speed
is the tape measure and the stopwatch.
And the stopwatch.
The stopwatch and the tape measure don't lie. So they all of the shit they tried to pull didn't matter. Because all we had in our mind, hey, that stopwatch don't lie and that tape measure don't lie. Okay.
Yeah.
And they tell the truth. Every time you stretch that tape out, every time you stop that watch. And now it's even better because they got electronic timing and shit. So as long as we continue to do what we know we can do and stuff, then we ain't got to worry about the rest of the damn world.
Well, Coach Tate, let me say this. You know what you said in October. I want to bring on some of the members of the 68 team. I want everybody here in here as well. This would be like cross generations.
Yeah.
We
Well,
got to get those.
I can definitely get Carlos and Bob. In fact, we had Bob on Rucker and them things.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're gonna get John on there.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
I want all you all to come back definitely in October for this one right here, man. Because man, let me tell you something. This show tonight, it was amazing. As a matter of fact, Coach Rock, plug your podcast so that way people out there can know about your podcast too.
Yeah.
All right. First of all, I don't like doing that kind of thing because we like talking about track and field. And the name of our show is We Love Track and Field. We know track and field. Is the name of our show. We know track and field. It's on Podbean.
Hey, Ruck, what's the subtitle? What's the sub name?
And the subtitle is, and Kevin, I think you'll like this. Not only do we know we know track and field, we know Norm Tate. Because I know Norm,
you gotta have that.
We've had so many esteemed athletes and coaches, doctors on our show talking about.
You know what? That would be great to see if we can get Tony on this thing.
Yeah, there's so many things. And again, I'll plug our show just a little bit because I'm proud of it.
Coach Ruck, let me tell you something. You can plug your show a lot, brother. You know what I mean? We're not about selfishness here. We about like, you know what I mean, helping each other and stuff. You know, that's what we about, brother.
Yeah, LaMont's been on it several times.
I listened to the LaMont show. It was a good show.
Yeah,
yeah.
I want every standing invitation on anybody's show.
This is hard. This is hard for me to even talk about his show.
Well,
it's hard for me to talk about his show.
Fred, while we're doing it, we'll get Kevin on. I got his number.
Yeah.
No doubt. Yo, I got up at 2:30 this morning to be on the show tonight, man.
Okay,
man, we appreciate you, brother.
It's 6 o'clock. It's almost 6 o'clock in the morning here.
Wow, we appreciate you.
Hey, listen, right. I told you I had a bone to pick with you. I don't know if you heard me, right?
I hear everything, Coach.
Hey, your boy. I talked to Ed I talked to Ed today, but your boy Eric Silverstadt.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I sent the dude some money last year, right? Hey, y'all turned him on me. Hey, the dude, every time I got an email yesterday, he won $125.
$125. I know how much you are. I got the same email.
You got it. Hey, I called him Ed today. I said, you tell Eric Silverstadt to lose my number. This dude done hit me up like 3 times since I sent him that money, man. I said, what is he always getting put out of his house and he losing his phone?
Oh man! Wow!
I get that 10 times as you get. So
I know. Hey, I told Ed, man, I sent him that one time because he was, he called, he contacted me and said, y'all was his boys, man. You and Ed, man. The worst thing I ever did was send him that $100, man.
Tate, ignore him.
I did. I deleted this shit, man. I called up Ed this morning.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And then he tricked me because he said, he's a writer that these guys know, right? He's over there in Europe. He said, living like a homeless person. And so I sent him $100. So he said, he said, Norm, when I get back to the States, I'm going to do this story on you, man. People should know about you in the 68. I ain't heard every time I hear from the guys to get some more money. I was like, man, I said, you wait till I see Kev.
You going to give me, don't put me on the spot. I got the same email.
I guess Ed got one too.
And LaMont, before we wrap this up, brother, plug your team, man. Also plug your merchandise as well, good brother.
I don't have no merch, man, but
Yes, you do, man.
And how's your son doing, LaMont? How's your son doing?
And he is doing great. He's doing well.
Yeah.
They're both doing well. Yeah, they're doing well. You know, my oldest gave me a grandbaby, so I'm loving that. I'm loving that. I'm loving. I finally got a little girl in my life, so you know, we're loving that. But nah, you know, Team 4430. You know, just hey, we just staying in our own lane, man. We just doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? So just working,
brother.
Just working.
You're doing great things, man.
I come from a stock of developing. You know what I'm saying? So and I've learned that from the guy on the phone who helped develop me. So you know, so I do progressions. You know what I'm saying? So we've taken kids that I've had since the 7th and 8th grade. We ran 312 this year.
Amazing.
I'm not recruiting throughout the city. It's just kids in my community.
That's it.
And I'm not knocking any club of what they do and how they do their thing or whatever, but this is what works for me. And it's satisfying when I have kids that I've had since 7th and 8th grade, and now they're juniors, and we're running 312. So
amazing.
You know, we still got more work to do, and we're gonna get it done. And I only know how to coach one way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And keep doing what you're doing, Lamont. Keep doing.
That's it. That's it. Keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Simple plug for me. Team 4430, man, and you know.
Hey, do you? Do what you do. Do you?
I need a new Team 4430 shirt too, brother.
I got you.
I need a new one, man. Them shirts is fire. Brother. Definitely.
We got you.
Kev, man.
Hey, since you passing out shirts, man, you gotta get all of us ones.
Say less.
Hey. He up here trying to get a shirt, man. He gotta get a shirt for everybody.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna plug him in now. I'm gonna plug my brother in now.
Hey, all right, coach. Hey, and when you get this shirt, you better wear it.
I'll wear it.
All right. You too, K Young.
Oh yeah, I definitely would rock it.
I wore it last Friday at work. Bro.
All right. Well, I
wore it last Friday.
I got to tune out, guys. I got to get out of here. I got to get.
Yeah, Kev. Thank you so much, brother.
Hey, I got one last thing.
Thank you.
Kev, what time
thank you.
It's moving time, baby. You know that.
I got you.
Hey, Kev. I'm gonna send you a friend request through. Oh, you on the book in the gram, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm definitely gonna send you a request, brother. Definitely.
Please do.
All right, I definitely will.
Kev,
all right, thanks a lot again, man. We appreciate you, bro.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And we gotta I'm telling you, the whole podcast piece. I'm with you guys and everybody. I want to get Butch on here. I want to get Earl Jones on here.
Yeah.
All my SMTC cats.
Boy,
I mean,
Earl.
Gotta get Earl because you know we just it's so much information that we share amongst one another that we actually need to give to the world. And it's as simple as that.
This is open. Coach Ruck's platform's open. My platform's open. My boy Will, who I do this with, he's actually a real big hoops fan. Are things really about hoops and football? I said he knows I'm a big track fan. He knows that.
Yo, do me a favor. Circulate my information, email accounts and all that with your people, so I can do the podcast. Because at any point in time between now and 2028, it's about being, in somebody's face, on somebody's tongue, being discussed, being talked about, being mentioned, being relevant, being in those conversations. Because there's always a story to be told. I mean, we've already mentioned that between all the mutual friends we have.
Definitely.
Hey, George said, you see the glory, but you don't know the story.
You don't know the story.
Hey, Kev, what we got going in LA in 28? Because I'm there. So what we got going? That's your city.
Yo, we got Blisso's barbecue. We got all that. That's my people's. Matter of fact, that's another story.
All
a
right,
whole
so what
nother
we got
story.
going in
But then
28?
we,
We're gonna be down there, so I'm gonna be in your city.
yo,
So what we got?
yeah, between me and we there. I'm like I said, I'm in Switzerland now, but I'm gonna get
I
there.
already
We all
know.
there.
Say that.
Yeah,
We there? All right.
that's a no brainer. We're gonna take over the
John
town.
and JJ, thank you so much for having me on. I look forward to being on the show
Yo,
again in the
thank you,
future.
Coach. Thank you,
And,
Coach Ruck. Thank
and
you.
I
Hey,
enjoyed,
Thank
hey,
you.
Rupp.
enjoyed
I
it.
Don't be a
guess
stranger.
I guess
No,
I'll be
no.
talking to you in a few days, huh?
Yeah, Norm and I and Lamont, you know the deal.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm very, very proud of the young man you've become and what you do for kids. Because we need
Right.
guys like you for the next
Yeah,
generation.
All
definitely.
day, man.
That's
Definitely.
important.
All day.
We got to have you and Kevin. You guys got to take it forward.
That's right. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm passing the baton, man.
yeah.
I
You
got
guys
it. I'm
got
running
to,
with. I'm moving with it. I'm gonna
yeah,
move
you
with it.
Okay.
guys got to
That's
do it.
right. I'm passing the baton, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
definitely.
but thank you for this evening. I truly enjoyed it and I
No,
learned a
thank
lot
you, Coach Ruck.
as
Thank
I
you. Because
usually do.
it's long overdue for you to come on here. It's been
Hmm.
long overdue.
Well, hey, I'm nobody without Lamont. So he's the
You're not going to do that, Coach Ruck. You're not going to do that. You always
Look,
say that all the
look.
time. You
Hey, look,
always
Hey,
look.
say
Hey,
that.
look.
You're not
hey,
getting
hey,
away
John,
with that.
hey,
Look,
John.
look. He ain't gonna
Everybody got somebody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell him what the young people say. Cat.
Hey,
Huh?
hey, hey, everybody got somebody.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Coach
yeah.
Tate, always, brother. JJ, you know, brother. You know what it is. I see you on Sunday, JJ. You know
Yeah.
that.
Club
And
Yeah,
Dub.
JJ,
Club Dub.
Well done.
again, always
We gonna
for
be sleep.
you taking care of me and looking out for me. I appreciate that.
Hey,
That's
JP
right.
gonna be sleep on Sunday, JJ.
Oh, no. I'll be up. I'll be up. I'll be up. No, this Joker gonna be sleeping. Oh, I'm gonna make sure I get JJ. I'm gonna make sure that. Oh, I caught him. We've caught him a couple times.
No.
All right.
Yo, Ma, you gotta come through. You gotta come through Club Dub one time when you come up this way, bro. Definitely.
Yeah, next time I get home, I'll come by there if I'm still there on a Sunday. You know, I'll be in and out, man.
Yeah, I know that, bro. I know that. Yeah. But Ma, we gotta get you up here for football season too, bro. I know you want to talk about them birds, man. So, you know.
The winning team, Bub. The winning team. And the winning team. Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Hey, don't try to turn your phone away now, Coach. Don't try to turn your phone away. I see what you're trying to do there.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
I'm
a nice
good.
shirt too, Coach.
All right. Thank you, man.
All right.
Okay, fellas.
Hey,
All right.
Peace
thank you
out.
all. Appreciate
Yeah.
you all, man. Definitely
No, I'll
appreciate
see
you
you.
all. Thank
All
you.
right.
All right,
Good night,
y'all.
everyone.
All right, good night. All right,
Good
y'all.
night.
All right. All right. All right, let me get off here. All right, now,
Yeah.
take it easy. Coach Tate,
Yeah.
yeah, we're going to talk about 68 now. Like I said,
Okay.
October, definitely. We going to do it, brother, definitely.
All right.
All
I'll
right?
get in touch with the guys.
Yes, sir. All right, thanks a lot again now.
Okay,
All
anytime,
right.
man.
All right,
Anytime.
take it easy. All right, later.
Later. I don't know how to go from here.